them unmuted now, I believe. Oh, was there like a fade out? Well, Daniel's getting fancy. We're all getting fancy. It's like 7:08 and we're already going.
It's like after a month and a half of quarantine, we're starting to bring some production value.
We really have nothing else to do but be on time. Yeah. There's like no reason to put things off anymore. Hi, honestly, everyone. Welcome.
When you think about it that way, we should be better at this by now.
I think we are better at this by now.
Oh, okay.
Don't sell yourself short. Hi, welcome to Quarantinapalooza.
Hello.
I'm Sarah Daughter.
I'm Michael McLean. I'm the other one.
You don't have to be.
Yeah.
But I'm Michael McLean. Okay. We're glad that you're here. Happy Quarantinapalooza. Let's talk about 6.
Woo!
Woo, woo, woo. We are in 6. Yeah, so we're going to do some songs. We did have a rather rough week, so we will not be premiering any new music videos this week. Our dearest and most beloved Duncan passed away earlier this week, and so it's been a week.
End of an era. He's been with us basically since we've been together.
Yeah. So it was hard to do creative things.
Ship is without him. It was always just kind of like a trio.
He was the glue that kept us together. Oh well. So yeah, that's been hard. So hopefully we can get back on our creative courses next week. Next week, actually, we have a great Quarantinapalooza coming up. We have an AMA with bread and baking extraordinaire, not Mary Berry, even better, Debbie Donner.
Yeah.
Is going to be joining us for all the questions you have about your goddamn sourdough that you're anxious about. I don't get it.
Or if you want to ask her questions about why Sarah is the way she is, probably she's the person to ask.
Can I ask my mom questions about the way she is?
Sure. Look, we have Sarah's mom on Quarantinapalooza next week. It's going to be really amazing.
Yeah.
And also, I'm really excited. Kristen Ford is going to be our musical guest, and she is a rock star. She is so awesome. Like, I'm so excited that she's doing it. So yeah.
So anyways, without further ado, we will do this week's Quarantinapalooza. So let's talk about 6. It's been 6 weeks in quarantine. More than that, but 6 weeks since
you can tell by my haircut.
Yeah. Definitely. It's getting shaggy over here. I've got like new glasses. I have acne from the mask, from the hats I've been wearing to cover up the hair situation. Hopefully soon it will at least get a little warmer in these parts of New England, and I won't need to wear a hat all the time. Just headbands. Okay.
Can we get your computer to be a monitor for the video?
Oh, sure.
I mean, I can use my phone as a monitor, but it's like, what, 6 or 7 seconds delayed?
Isn't it going to be delayed on here?
I don't know. Well, I thought you could just like, where is this camera going? Is it going to Zoom?
Oh, that's on Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want me to bring up Zoom.
Yeah, that's what
I want. See, there we are.
Hey, cheers, lovely folks, and welcome.
All right, I'm going to play some songs. You're going to join me for a song, and then we're going to stab some kittens.
Great. I'm going to go somewhere else for a moment.
That's code for vaccinations and deworming, all those fun things. All right. As always, starting with some fresh musical theater. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, what you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. You'll remember that it served you well. shut. I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. No, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my loyal subject, my sweet, submissive subject, my loyal subject. Forever, forever, forever and ever, you'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. And you're gone, I'll go mad, so don't throw away the thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 everybody. Da 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 Good job coming in, everybody. Everybody. Very nice. That is obviously you'll be back from Hamilton. Cool. We're gonna do a serotonin.
Do it.
Where's my? I don't even know where my ukulele is. Come back here, ukulele. Is it in here?
Oh, and now I'm just like this, just me on my phone. Hello.
Usually I have all my instruments on the walls. And
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened. What happened? Were you just telling jokes, bantering?
I was just trying to pull the screen back up on my phone so I could see chat, which I haven't managed to do.
Are they saying nice? Are they bitching about me?
Karate Joe is here. Sophie and Chatter's mom is here.
Sweet.
Nancy's here. Kate's here.
Nancy. Kate. Oh, Kate, thank you very much for the chews. I received those a couple of days ago. They are in good hands and mouths. Thank you, Nancy, for the awesome masks that we got.
Smooshbot is here, of course.
Smooshbot, how's it going, Smooshbot? We miss you. It's been a while, like 10 hours or something. I have no idea how Smooshbot works. So if you're not a regular on the Club Smoosh stream, Smooshbot is just the chat robot that comes up and makes announcements.
Promotes stuff.
It promotes stuff. It's like my secret marketing manager, basically.
With Sorry Cat. Actually, Sorry Cat's probably your secret marketing manager. And Smooshbot is her assistant. I'm not sure.
I think so. In my backyard, I had boxes, I had spices and parked cars. In your backyard, you have mountain, you have highway, you see the stars, but I don't see stars from my backyard. Oh, I believe that they are there. your mountain you have branded an initial monogram. In my window I have neon light, much brighter but it draws me in. If I can't make it to the summit, oh, would you send someone down? How far back up if I can't make it up on my own? Eyes on the tree line and feet in the sand. These things surround me, I can't breathe in, but you won't see me in the valley. Eyes on the tree line and feet in the sand. These things surround me, I can't breathe in, but you won't see me in the valley. No, you won't see me in the Okay. How in tune are you? So here's a fun fact. Just before we started this stream, I got an email, and I'm gonna pull it up really quick. This is an email from a man named Denny, and it is a comment on my post from, I don't even know the year. It has to be at least like 2006 or 7 or something. But it's from the Catster. It's from the Catster blog that I used to run, from the video, Do Cats Dream? And if so, what do they dream about? And he says, my cat, Corny McPickles. I don't know if this is a joke. Maybe it's a joke. I don't know. My cat, Corny McPickles, seems to be dreaming about attacking dogs. She twitches and mews so much that I can't sleep at all. What should I do? Danny, if you're out there, 20 years from now, probably, if you're catching up on the social medias, just shut your door, man. I did get a kick out of that, so. Where's the cake bowl that's usually attached? In here. There you go. Still, I am tickled when every once in a decade or so I get comments on a video that I put out like 20 years ago. I'm like, oh, it's still relevant to somebody, I guess. together, we'll do better. If we had a little more time, if I finish this bottle of wine, if we had a little more time to break the clouds, darkening the skies, if I fought to keep you alive, I'll join you in the shallows. Join you in the shallows. Join you in the shallows. That is The Shallows from The Mess We Make. Song about manatees. I'm supposed to be in Florida in October, and I'm hoping that doesn't, those plans don't get canceled, because I'm going to go swimming with the manatees for a second time. It's going to be even less amazing. No, I will be less anxious, and it will be more amazing, because I'll be like, me and the manatees, we like this. Cool. All right, I'm going to do one more song, and then this is your 2-minute warning, Mr. McLean. He just flipped me off and ran away.
It's not true. It's all lies. But it sounds like something I would
I
do.
do need to. Hey, girl. Hey, tuner. So we got some kitten health AMA going on next, and then we got Julianna Finch, who's going to come on after that.
I love her so much.
Julianna Finch?
Yeah. She's just like a wonderful human being and an amazing musician.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. And she's not somebody that like I get to share her music with a lot, because neither one of us, like, she lives in North Carolina, and obviously we don't get to be in each other's spaces very often. But now, thanks to COVID-19, technology, and our wonderful wizard, Daniel Garuda, thank you very much, Daniel, for handling all the IT tonight. This is Fossil of Girl. No one got what they wanted, so justice said fill out the form with a pen. And in 6 to 8 weeks, we expect a decision. You can try us again. So my bed is a bookmark buried beneath sheets of drywall. The doors are just stolen with pages, I'm guessing, until they're gone. Oh, hey. Hey, and my radio's broken. I'm hoping to fill up the silence with song. My friendships, they faded to read this so slow. I feel something is wrong. I won't come to a full stop if you want in and jump on. And my marketing plan is a man with my name he imports in your ear. And a flash in the face of the highway you drive, and you can't help but stare. I'm all airbrushed and auto-tuned, sterile like vinyl, I age like the earth. And in millions of years you will find me a very fossil girl. I'll fuse my bones to plastic. I'll trade my voice for static. And I'll trade my voice for static. You want to hear Diplophonia? Oh. Oh man, maybe I can't do it. Here.
Your voice isn't hard enough. Oh no, it's there. She's singing 2 notes at once. 2 notes at once. It works better when her voice is really raw.
Yeah, if my voice is really raw, I have the not healthy condition called Diplophonia, where I can sing 2 notes at once.
So a couple of things. I just want to say super big thank you to Superhero Kind of Guy who donated £1. Yeah.
A pound?
A pound.
Are we not in America?
And also, let's go. Go on.
No, it's fine.
Go on.
Thank you, Superhero Guy.
And also, Thomas Boatwright is here, who is, first of all, one of my favorite gosh darn artists out there.
Oh,
and also,
I was going to say, we could show all the pictures.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Sarah and I have this thing where we ask Thomas Boatwright to make portraits of all of our cats that die.
Okay,
Here's
so Thomas
Shosha.
Boatwright, like, he specializes in death. Right. It's fair
like,
to say,
yeah.
the macabre.
What does my t-shirt of his say? It's like something in Dead Things. Devils and Dead Things. Here's Rory Cat. And also he did that amazing portrait of Petrie. He also did a portrait of Melon, who is not dead. But I just realized when I saw him jumping onto chat that we need to get a portrait of Duncan done. So Thomas Boatwright, we're gonna be in touch.
Will you make
we need a Duncan?
Will you make a Duncan the same size so we can?
Yeah, one of those. These. Yeah.
Also, there was another portrait of Duncan that I should share that my mom did.
Oh yeah.
That made me cry. Oh, today though.
Where is it?
Oh, it's under there. It's that folder.
It's hard saying goodbye to our little friends.
I know.
But Sarah's mom drew this.
And this one. We're just going to show you all the artwork in our house for lovely people. She also made one of me, who is not dead yet.
Not dead yet.
Oh, but that'll be so fitting when she is, because she's a... Never mind.
I'm not
dead yet. Because her name is Nee, as in the Knights Who Say Nee. Her litter was a Monty Python themed litter. So she had a brother named Brian, and she had a sister named Zoot. And who was the other one? Oh, Brave Sir Robin. I remember Brave Sir Robin. Okay.
Oh, Thomas Boatwright says he's death positive.
Death positive.
Julianna Finch is here on chat. I'm so looking forward to her set.
All right, so we're gonna do one more song.
He says he can do a Puma and a Duncan.
We forgot Puma. They just all came. Yeah. Okay.
Adam just donated $1.25 USD.
I wonder if you can choose the currency that you can.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're gonna do a duet from the musical that I sang from previously. So this is called Adorable. I have a cat on my foot. Guess what? You're gonna get stabbed.
We're gonna shank her.
You're gonna get shanked with a very sterile and sharp needle. You guys are due for your distemper shots, and we thought, what better audience to share all that delightfulness with but you. All right, so anyways, we are going to do another song, and we will move on to the kitchen. So this is called Lily's Eyes.
It's a duet between 2 siblings, both of whom were in love with the same woman
named Lily,
who
had eyes.
Apparently, she had eyes. She did not have her eyes removed or something. Sorry. But we're singing, one of us, me. Oh, no, I'm the one who actually got her. I married her.
Yeah, you did.
And then you just wanted her.
I wanted her.
But she died, and now we're singing about her still. So she was pretty great.
Yeah.
Miss Lily.
But Mary, so this is from The Secret Garden, and I've explained some of this before, but this girl, Mary, who's a distant relative of these 2 men, she's their niece, and she comes to live with them, and she has the same eyes. Again, not literally the same eyes. There wasn't a transplant. I actually had this. I was thinking about the song earlier today. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny to have a parody of the song? It's called Lily's Eyes, and the main theme is she has her eyes, she has Lily's hazel eyes. What if it was she has her eyes, she has silly hazel eyes, and they were like googly eyes, and then Mary had just like silly hazel Google eyes. Okay, that was my. That's where my brain goes sometimes.
No, I mean,
cheers.
Okay. Cheers, lovely folks.
So I am Dr. Craven.
Dr. Craven, who did not get her.
No, I do not. I am a little. Oh, you coming up?
Is he going under your petals?
Yeah, I just don't want kittens going into my petals. There you go. Get on the lap. Ready? All right. So we're going to attempt this duet with Sprinkle on our lap. Strangely quiet, but now the storm simply rests to strike again. Standing, waiting, I think of her. I think of
strange this Mary. She leaves the room, yet remains. She lingers on. Something stirs me to think of her. I think of her.
Does she cast her spell? All night we hear her sighs, and now the girl has come who has her eyes. She has her eyes. The girl has Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that saw him happy long ago, those eyes that gave him life and hope he never know. How can he see the girl and miss those hazel
Has her eyes, the girl has Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that closed and left me all alone. Those eyes I feel will never ever let me go. How can I see this girl who has her hazel eyes? In Lily's eyes a castle this house seemed to be, and by her bravest night became my lady, fair was she.
She has her eyes, she has my Lily's hazel eyes, those eyes that love my brother, never me, those eyes that never saw me, never knew. I long to hold her close, to live and lost in Lily's eyes.
Imagine me a lover.
I longed for the day she'd turn and see me standing there. Would God had let her stay? She has her eyes. She has Lily's hazel eyes,
Those eyes that saw me,
those eyes that felt I loved so. How can I now forget
that once I
I get to be in love, alive and whole in Lily's eyes, in Lily's
Oh, we got a smoosh.
She loves musical theater so much.
Sure, she
Smoosh.
smoosh goosh.
Smoosh goosh. She
Look
came
at all
over here
wimpy.
and we were singing because she what she wants to do is to sit on my lap or sit next to me while I'm playing piano. Huh? I'm sorry, you can't do that. None for you. None for you. And I see some kittens on the couch over there. Guess what time it is? It's kitten time.
Oh, are we gonna give some cats some distemper shots and stuff like that?
Yeah, we are. So what we need to do right now is, because we can't set up the stuff beforehand because it needs to be refrigerated. So we need to quickly go and do that. Do you want to tell some jokes? Should we take a...
No, I'm going to bring the camera out to the table where we're going to do it, and
Okay.
we'll watch you setting it up, and then you can talk about why we give distemper shots and stuff like that.
Okay, so maybe, Daniel, if you want to put it on that, like, sprinkle page of
so do you
stuff.
need a couple minutes to go grab stuff out of the fridge? Because the vaccinations need to be refrigerated,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a brief intermission.
Like a minute.
Yeah. Okay, cam, computer, if anything. Can I unplug your computer for a little bit? Okay. Yeah, Daniel, are you ready to put video back on?
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for
Okay. So, Sarah Donner.
Yes. Hello.
What are we about to do? What is this in your hand?
This is called Pyrantel. It is also known as Strongid or Pyrantel, but it is a dewormer. It works for, it is for roundworms, typically. And these kitties are at the point where they're just about 6 weeks old. No, they are 6 weeks old. 6 weeks is when we start doing the deworming. This has to happen 3 times because the life cycle of the roundworm is quite, I was gonna say fastidious. I don't think that's the word. Harmonious? No. I don't know. It's one of those worms that you don't want in your butt. So everybody's gonna get a round of this, and that's the easy part.
And then they're gonna get stabbed.
And then they're gonna get stabbed.
So what are we stabbing them with?
Okay, so here, let me prep some stuff and you read it out loud.
Okay.
Because I have a hard time stabbing and reading things at the same time.
No, that's fine. So basically, we are gonna give these kittens that we have
So they get that.
their first round of distemper shots, right?
Mhm.
And so what is distemper?
So distemper is known also as panleukopenia. If you are a doggo kind of person, it's also known as parvo in dogs or puppies. And it's a debilitating disease that they can get that causes massive diarrhea. And see, I have a hard time talking and doing this.
No,
and I
that's
don't
fine.
want to mess it up.
No, don't mess it up.
So-
you focus on getting the shots correctly set up.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm adding this is like part of the liquid vaccination to the solid vaccination.
And this is something that most normal human beings, you bring your cats to the vet, and they do this for you.
Responsible pet owners should definitely do that. Yes, we are not responsible pet owners, so we do it ourselves.
No, we are totally responsible pet owners. Please don't even joke about that. No, just like because we have been trained by vets and vet techs and stuff like that. And we work with cat rescues who often have funding issues.
I can't see your face.
Okay. We work with rescues. Basically, anything that we can do to help the rescues save money is a good thing because funding is always a problem. So one of the things that we do is we can do the distemper shots instead of having to bring them to a vet with the kittens that we foster. And this is just one of those skills that we've built up over the years, and we're okay at it.
We so profesh. Yes. So they stay in the refrigerator, and they stay in, I know you're gonna love this, a container for drogas para gatitos. Also, I just want to shout out to one of our followers, sorry Kat, who sent the printer, the label maker. That's it.
All of the things in our house are now labeled with ridiculous things
everything,
because Sarah went crazy with that.
All right, so they just need like a few seconds to loop the solids and everything like that, and then I'm going to prep them and draw them out. So we've got, this is a 1 cc needle. I'm just yanking it all in there.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
While you're prepping that needle,
yes.
In what part of the kitten's body are we going to give this shot?
Do you want like the old wives' tale version, or?
I want to know why we're doing it the way we're doing it.
Which way are we doing it?
Well, you kind of make it up on the spot.
Okay.
Because there's a couple places that you can put it. You can put it in the scruff of the neck, or you can put it in. This is the way that it was done for a while, in the right leg.
No. Right was for rabies.
Right for rabies, left for distemper. Here's the thing. And they stopped putting it in the neck for a while because they thought it might cause a tumor, but that has been disproven. So basically now, current cat medical science says you can still give this distemper shot into the scruff of the neck. I don't think there's any harm in putting it in the left leg, and sometimes that's easier.
Yeah.
But basically,
some rescues will, some old wives' tale rescues will say you have to do right for rabies, left for distemper, because if it develops into cancer or a cyst or whatever, then you can chop off the leg. But if you did it in the neck, obviously you can't.
This is all not true. This is
not true. So,
but you can still just give the shot in the leg or in the scruff.
But this is fun, like panleukopenia lore that you get to know when you rescue as much as we do. So, all right, I think.
But Sarah's up to date on this information because of the cat convention you went to down in Florida, I think.
Yes. KittyCon in run by St. Francis Rescue in Tampa. I went to that just after Thanksgiving last year and got up to date with all kinds of fun knowledge about worms and prophylactic treatments of things that you can give kittens. So they're going to wind up so it's every 3 to 4 weeks they get one of these until they are 16 weeks old. And you sounds like you're ready for yours.
She has no idea she's about to get stabbed.
She's probably gonna.
All we've ever done is treat her with love and affection since she came to our house at 1 day old, and now we're gonna betray that trust. How do you want to do this?
She's probably fine.
Yeah, she's gonna be fine.
So I need to get the needle so that the bevel is pointy in there.
I'm gonna try to move this camera a little bit so we can focus on the kitten getting stabbed.
Maybe people don't want to see that.
No, I mean.
Done.
Oh, wow. I was just still adjusting the camera. Well, you can give her a dewormer and then we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, we'll give her a dewormer.
So what we can expect over the next day or so is that she's going to feel a little under the weather, because she just got a vaccination. And so
they limp around. They're very dramatic. They don't feel well. For some reason, I don't know. I wish I knew the science behind it. I don't know if anybody else out there is familiar with the science behind it, but can't tell. When kittens get this particular vaccination, they do get tired and stuff like that, but they also have a tendency to limp. I've been told it's from weakness, but I don't know.
I think they're just drama queens.
I think they're dramatic. Right.
So we got a dollop right here who's about to get stabbed.
Yeah, these guys are easy because they're very trusting.
Yeah, we've never done anything to betray their trust.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Easy.
dollop is like.
She's like, she didn't even
whatever.
notice it. She's like, what? All right, here's your dewormer, baby. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, and actually, she's back for another one.
Oh, she wants more? Cool.
She's
Well,
like,
you're
stab
gonna
me
have
again,
to.
stab me again.
You're gonna have to wait 3 to 4 weeks. Sorry, baby. Oh, let me draw this up for the last one. So our last kitten is Dash. And anybody around here is in the South Coast, Massachusetts, and you're interested in putting an application. I know there are applications already for them, but you never know. Here, we're gonna do this one different. We're gonna give you dewormer first.
I thought you had the other needle, and I was like, "You're gonna stab that kitten in the face? What?"
All right, buddy.
Dewormer.
This is sort of
yeah.
This is the fun part of fostering.
Where you get to stab kittens.
Well, I did have a wish to be like a nurse or a microbiologist. A little bit came out there.
Was that a through and through or that?
Nah. So sometimes because their scruff is so tiny, occasionally I do get through it and go through the other side with it, and then the vaccination comes out on the other end. So you have to do it a couple times. But I've gotten better at this over the years. And then like a responsible human being, I take my sharps. I have a proper sharps container in the other room where I will put them. So they get their next round of dewormer in 10 days, and then another one 10 days after that, and that should stop the life cycle of the worms.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this segment called Stabbing Kittens. We're ready for our next segment, it looks like, because I believe Dr. Lemansky is ready to talk about.
Were we doing Dr. Lemansky or are we doing Julianna Finch? What's up next?
Oh,
I don't remember.
Well, Natalie's right there.
Oh yeah. Hi, Dr. Lemansky.
Oh, Daniel says, hold on a second. Doesn't matter to me how it goes.
Look, this is an easy
one. Am I unmuted?
Oh, well, where do you want to sit to do this AMA with Dr. Lemansky
here.
about bees?
We can sit here.
Okay, that's cool.
We don't need to move. Maybe we'll snuggle some kittens.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, okay, should we put in headphones?
I don't know if we need to.
Do we need to put in headphones, Daniel? He's shaking his head no.
I think it's when you do Jackbox and you have the... All right, I'm gonna go put this way.
Okay, so everyone, we really want to welcome, and thank you so much for being here, Dr. Lemansky, bee expert, lovely human being. So I just want to start out by asking you, Dr. Lemansky, like, what do you do?
Who are you?
Who are you and what do you do?
Why are you here?
Welcome. So I'm a postdoc at UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles, and I study honeybee behavior. So I am a postdoctoral researcher, which for those who are not academic types like myself, basically a postdoc is a way of saying that you have a PhD, but don't yet have a real job. So we're kind of like the indentured servants of academia. We do research.
And what do you study?
I study ecology and evolutionary biology. That's technically the name of our department, ecology and evolutionary bio. But more specifically, I'm interested in understanding collective behavior in social animals, and with my particular specialty being in honeybees. What do? I would call myself a behavioral ecologist / evolutionary biologist, but fields are hard to define. And nowadays, a lot of people are sort of accepting that disciplinary boundaries get fuzzier every year, if that makes sense. So, but mostly when people ask me at parties, I say that I study bees. That's usually all.
And they're like, whoa!
They want to hear.
And everyone. Yeah. Okay, so you study bees, as I've been told at parties. Can you tell me why are bees important?
So many reasons, but probably the one that we care about most bees in general are one of the world's most important pollinators. So, should I explain pollinators?
Yes, please explain what a pollinator is.
Yeah. So bees pollinate plants, which is a way of saying that plants can't walk around like we do. And so when an animal wants to, shall we say, spread their seed, they can go find a member of the opposite sex and make a direct deposit. Plants can't do that. Plants are mostly stuck in one place. And so when they want to reproduce, lady flowers or plants with lady parts have the the ovules, which will become seeds, which will become new plant babies, and the male flowers make pollen, which is basically like plant sperm. And they need assistance generally in bringing the plant sperm to the plant eggs. And pollination is just when animals transport pollen from the male flower to the female flower in order for the flowers to make babies. So that's kind of the explain it like I'm 5 version. But so because of that, a lot of plants, well, was that laughter of whether or not we would have this conversation with a 5-year-old?
I just thought it was a good party explanation.
Yeah.
We might have 5-year-olds watching.
Yeah,
if their parents are really like liberal, I guess, and don't mind all this swearing. Yeah.
I forgot to ask that question of whether I was allowed to swear.
You can swear.
Oh yeah, no.
Cool.
No, you can absolutely swear.
This is
cool.
This is all. It devolves from the top of the show, and then by the end, when we're doing Jackbox.
So pollination in a nutshell is plant sex, where bees are the little facilitators of this. So bees are incredibly important because a lot of plants rely almost exclusively on animals to pollinate them, which means that if we had no bees, we would lose a lot of plants. It's important because a huge number of plants that we eat are pollinated by bees, and so from a very human-centric perspective, bees are important because they pollinate things that we eat. And if those things
we're talking like corn,
we're
talking apples, we're talking like all the things in the grocery stores are pollinated by bees.
So not corn, actually. Corn and most other grains are actually wind pollinated, which is funny because we talk about bees as being important for food, but no, actually they're not important for that, but they are important for most things that we would like make our food tasty, as opposed to the things that are just like the stable calories that keep mankind alive. So like apples, for instance, blueberries are pollinated by bees, hops also, and clover.
Super important.
Very important. Clover, so milk. A lot of cows eat clover is like a main thing that cows eat when they're grazing in fields, and so milk and cheese and other delicious dairy products are also reliant on bees. That is important. Almonds as well, if you like almonds. So for those who perhaps don't like milk, you might say drink almond milk instead. Almonds are actually almost entirely pollinated by honeybees, the bee that I study. And in fact, the biggest almond production in the world is in California, and the biggest pollinating event of the year in the United States is when like a huge number of beekeepers from around the entire country put their honeybee colonies onto trucks and they drive to California, and it takes like 30 to 40% of the country's honeybees just to pollinate the almond crop. So it's kind of a wild undertaking where they're totally reliant on these bees to pollinate them. And so a lot of farmers love bees. They'll keep them, usually captive honeybees, around for pollinating crops that need them. But on the other hand, honeybees, the ones that I study and the ones that most people love because they make delicious honey for us all to eat, are not actually the only kind, and there's other species as well that also are really important for pollinating.
You actually just beat me to my next question.
Oh, sorry.
Like, why is no, it's cool. It's like I feel like there's a big focus on honeybees as pollinators. Like, are there other pollinators out there that are as important?
Yeah, so honeybees are really probably the most important pollinators for food that humans like to eat, just because they're easy to manage, because we have essentially semi-domesticated them. We can put them in boxes and they're fairly cooperative about staying in them.
You put them on little leashes and you're like, go poop time over there.
It's one of those things where owning a bee isn't quite like owning a cat or a dog. There's no leash, there's no little collar. You can't just catch a bee and read its little microchip to say who this bee belongs to, unfortunately. It's kind of a weird concept. owning something that you stick it in a box, and the box lives outside, and the door to the house is always open, so the bee can come and go as it pleases. But like an outdoor cat, they'll come back home. So you can kind of rely on the fact that if you just put a box of bees outside and leave them be, they'll probably stay there where you left them. Yeah. They'll probably stay where you left them, but sometimes they don't. They fly away and you get there and your bees are gone and you go, oops, my bees are gone. So we can keep them pretty easily in captivity, and people do all the time, which is why honeybees are so great. But lots of other bees are actually just as important as pollinators, and in fact more important for wild plants. So we think about, it's not just our food that relies on bee pollination, it's also just wild plants. So if you care about having, biodiversity, which most people probably do, at least to some extent. I personally do, but ecologist. Wild plants rely on wild bees, and there's lots and lots of species. It's actually something like, I should have looked this up beforehand. Don't quote me. It's like 2,000 or something species of bees in the US, but that gives you there's thousands of species of bees. And a fun fact that people don't always know is that not all of them are actually social, like honeybees. There's actually some bees that are solitary, which just means, each bee lives alone. They dig a little hole.
I have these bees. So my wood shop is in our garage, which is a separate building in our yard. And there are these bees that are like boring into the structure. And I feel like they're like bachelor bees. Because I just see one.
Bees.
Carpenter bees.
Yeah. Are they a pollinator?
They are, yeah. So they pollinate a lot of wild plants, and maybe not as much the agricultural crops, although they certainly could. But yeah, carpenter bees are awesome. They're native.
They're really fuzzy and cute. They're really fuzzy and cute. And they're gonna one day my structure is just gonna fall down on my head because they're boring holes in it. But I'm okay. They're so cute.
So the funny thing about carpenter bees, they're so big and so fuzzy, and they're so, I guess. Well, depending on how you feel about bees generally, I think that they're somewhat intimidating, particularly when they, a fact. 4,000. Oh, I was off by an order of, times 2. Yeah. So
4,000
4,000 species of bees in the U.S. I knew that it was something on the order of between 1 and 10,000. So I was, by physicist standards, I was totally accurate.
We're right around fuck ton levels of
We're right around fuck ton. So when most people think about bees, they probably think of honeybees, maybe bumblebees, maybe carpenter bees if they, have wood around. But yeah, there's actually so many more. And carpenter bees are cool because they're one of the largest bees, and they're solitary. So they're kind of bachelor bees, like you said. And typically there's a male and a female. So they do mate. But it's just the mom and the pop, and there's no family like with honeybees. There's no workers. It's usually just one single female who will dig her little nest, and often the males will stick around and actually guard the female or the nest, so they kind of help protect it from predators and stuff by buzzing around the outside of where the nest is, and they'll be guarding it.
Is there a visible difference that the common lay person could tell between a male and a female carpenter bee?
It's not easy, unfortunately, without catching them and looking at them up close. With honeybees, the ones that I study, so I know them best, it's very easy to tell at a glance the difference between a female honeybee and a male honeybee. The male honeybees are larger, but they also have enormous eyes. They're kind of fat and sausagey shaped, whereas the workers are more slender, and the abdomen, the butt is a little bit more angular, whereas the male is kind of round. But with carpenter bees, it's a little harder to tell. Behaviorally, males tend to be more aggressive because they're the ones who kind of guard the nest against predators. Mm-hmm. So the ones that buzz around your face, if you've ever experienced that, if you ever walked by their nest and had someone kind of fly at you, that was probably the male.
I have terrifying memories of that as a child.
Yeah, that was probably a male carpenter bee. Which is funny because the next fact I'm going to drop is that they're all kind of bluster and all bark and no bite because the males don't actually have stingers. Yeah, only female bees can sting, and so male bees actually do not have the ability to sting you.
They're just like,
I'll bark, no bite.
All bite, all bark, no sting. All buzz, no sting. I should have
All
said
buzz,
that.
no
No
sting.
sting. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
We should get to some of these questions that
Yeah.
Oh,
we have a list of
sorry.
questions
I have-
that I want to make sure we get to.
Yeah, I'll stop talking and you should start asking questions. Sorry.
Can I ask one more question and then we'll
Yeah.
get to the questions?
One more question.
From the lovely people watching. So I feel like I just wanted to bring up, because I feel like we've heard a lot in the news. I feel like not recently, but a few years ago, a lot about honeybee colonies dying out and stuff like that. Are we okay now? What's going on with that?
So probably talking about colony collapse disorder.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, the thing with colony collapse disorder, it's a big problem. I would say probably not as big of a problem as most people think who've heard of it. So it's a problem for beekeepers, but I think some of the fears of it were a little overblown in the sense of bees in general aren't really in danger of going extinct from colony collapse disorder. So honeybee colonies, like I mentioned earlier, are really important to humans, but in terms of a wild species, they're actually not native to the US at all. They're native to Eurasia and Africa.
What?
Yeah, honeybees didn't naturally occur in the Americas or Australia. So they're actually kind of a non-native species that we've brought over for pollination purposes and also for honey as well, for both really.
Speaking of non-native species.
Yes, and even worse, invasive species that I love.
You're just fine.
Why are the invasive ones so cute sometimes? Yeah, so it's really more of a human problem and an agriculture problem than a wild problem, because really a lot of the threats that honeybees face, they really face almost exclusively in captivity, and it's the way that we manage them. So the likeliest cause of colony collapse is probably a combination of nutritional stress and disease, and probably some element of pesticide exposure. A lot of pesticides will reduce a honeybee's lifespan or occasionally also reduce their immune function. So then when they get hit with the disease, they get hit a lot worse. But also, when we keep bees in captivity, we tend to keep honeybees in kind of a dense bee yard with hives upon hives. You know, people might, in a small operation, keep 5 or 6 in a yard together, or in a large operation, probably would keep hundreds. And when you think about it, you know, humans didn't start getting epidemics until we started settling down, stopped hunting and gathering, and settled into cities and developed denser populations. Humans didn't really experience, I hate to say the word epidemic right now in this day, by this evening, but we didn't experience big epidemics like that until we sat down and had dense populations. And the same thing kind of is true of bees and a lot of other wildlife. When you gather a whole lot of colonies up into one dense place, it makes it much easier for them to share parasites and pathogens with each other. And so that's what tends to happen. A lot of these really bad pathogen outbreaks tend to happen to our managed bees that maybe wouldn't have been as big of a problem in the wild, because they just in the wild wouldn't have occurred in that kind of density. They would naturally sort of want to space themselves out a lot more. But that's kind of the buzz about that. It's mostly disease, and not necessarily one disease. You know, there's several diseases that have, you know, been a threat to honeybees. There's probably some virus disease that's responsible for colony collapse, but you know, other major collapses are usually also caused by some sort of pathogen. But it's not just a pathogen. You know, it's kind of like often diseases that wouldn't normally kill you when you're immunocompromised for some other reason. And the same way with bees. So when they're compromised by things like stress from, you know, their body's stressed by pesticide or stress from diet, then the pathogens tend to hit them worse. So that's kind of a much more nuanced answer, I guess. Like many factors contribute.
We can handle it.
Yeah.
So I do want to do, so some people have submitted questions earlier today on Facebook, so I want to get to those first.
Yeah.
Our cats are just zooming around.
Zooms. So I think you answered Melanie Pearson Neruda's question about bee decline and things that are causing bee decline. So I'm going to hold off on that one. Sarah Thomas asks, what is a bee's favorite snack? And are there pet-friendly flowers or plants that we can help our bee friends with?
Ooh, those are great questions. So bee-friendly snack, what is a bee's favorite snack?
Yeah, like Cheetos.
Oh, so in general for most bees, a bee's favorite snack is really any kind of sugar. Bees love sugar. We have that in common. But a bee's main diet, they drink the nectar from flowers. and they eat pollen, the little pollen grains, the same ones that, you know, the plants are trying to get the bees to move around. So the reason that bees pollinate is actually that they're eating the pollen and they're eating the nectar and the flowers make as well. But as they're gathering all this pollen, going from flower to flower, some of it just sort of accidentally gets transferred unintentionally. And that's actually how the flower gets pollinated. But their main diet, so they eat the pollen, but their main diet is mostly nectar, which is mostly just sugar water. So really, if you give them anything sweet, they love sugar water, and the sweeter it is, the more they tend to like it. So when I'm trying to attract bees, like to an artificial feeder of some kind, it's just basically plain white sugar and dissolved in water, and that is what the bees love. That will make them go absolutely crazy. Yeah, maple syrup they love. Obviously honey. I mean, they made honey because they like honey, and they love it just as much when somebody else made it as when they made it themselves. So if you put out honey, bees love honey.
I was gonna say, why don't they just stay in their hive if they just like honey and they make it?
Well, they actually make the honey for themselves, not for us. It's just that we kind of come in and steal it.
What?
Yeah. So most bees, don't actually make honey. It's only really the social one, honeybees. They make honey because they need it to survive a cold winter. When it's when it's winter, there's no flowers around. And the colonies can live multiple years. So the colonies don't die in the winter like a lot of insects do. They'll actually live all year. It's just that in the summertime when there's a lot of flowers, they'll actually save up the surplus, kind of like saving for a rainy day. They'll save the extra honey and not eat it. And then in the wintertime, they've saved up all this store of honey. So when there's no flowers around, they have something to eat then. So it's kind of like during times of plenty, they're planning for the time of famine, which is predictable, right? Because in most places, it's spring happens the same time every year, and then winter happens, and it's kind of predictable when flowers will be around. So that's why they actually make the honey. Humans come in, notice that they're making this tasty honey, and we want a piece of that, so we just come in and steal some. But generally, if you're trying to keep bees alive, you don't steal too much. You steal kind of just enough to leave them enough that they can survive as well. So you save some for the bees, and you steal some for yourself. But we are kind of being little honey thieves when we take honey from bees.
Honey bees.
Yeah.
Sounds like
the bees don't like it and don't necessarily cooperate. Yeah. So.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say the thing about. Sorry.
I was just gonna ask more questions, but if you have more to say, please.
Oh, I was just gonna say flowers that bees like. There's lots and lots of flowers that you can plant that bees like.
Name 5.
Ooh, 5. Okay, let's see. There's a lot that honestly have named themselves. There's people have named them, things like bee balm that bees love. I find that they really love salvia, which is a pretty purple flower. They also love clovers, and leaving wildflowers rather than converting them on lawns is something that just in general helps bees. A lot of the little tiny flowers that we sort of ignore or try to get rid of when we're making lawns, like wild violets, little weedy, tiny flowered plants. Bees like a lot of those things. So letting some of those weeds live rather than destroying them is something that bees like. You're just kind of leaving a little bit of wild flowering plants for the bees instead of people tend to mow them all down. So bees like that. Yeah. Honestly, wildflowers is what they like the best.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Bill Lynch asks, what's the most important thing we can do to help native bee populations?
That's a great question. So I would say leaving them habitat is probably one of the best things we can do. Maybe reducing the amount of our property that's dedicated to lawns. One of the things about grass is that as nice as it is to walk on, it doesn't have any flowers, and so bees don't really have any food there. Versus if you allow more of these wild plants to kind of be mixed in, so things like dandelions and clovers and daisies and all these wildflowers, leaving them rather than mowing them down is something that helps bees. And also reducing the amount of pesticides that we put on plants, because pesticides are designed specifically to kill insects mostly, since insects are pests, but unfortunately bees are also insects. So things that kill, insecticides that are designed to target any kind of bugs. Unfortunately, bees are often an unintended target, and so less pesticides would be better for bees, and more flowers and native flowers. So if you even ask at a garden center when you're thinking about what to plant, planting native things instead of non-native flowers for decoration will help the native bees, because the native bees that live here are adapted to the native flowers that they evolved with. And so often those flowers are better for them than exotic ones from other places where they didn't co-evolve to eat.
That's awesome. Adam Wisnowski asked, I already know a bit about it, but I want to hear about royal jelly again. I guess it's not a question. I don't know. Do you have something to say about royal jelly?
I'm not entirely sure what he wants me to say about royal jelly. Royal jelly.
I don't know. He said he wants to hear about it again.
If you want to know,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What royal jelly is. So royal jelly is a special kind of food that the colony feeds to larval bees that are dedicated to become queens. They mix a little bit of it with most larvae. Get fed some combination of pollen and royal jelly, but they feed a lot of royal jelly, hence the name to the new queen. And that's the main way that the queen becomes a queen. So actually, all of the and in any honeybee, as an egg, could become any kind of adult bee. It could become a queen or a worker. There's nothing genetically different about them. Their fate is determined by their diet entirely. So giving them royal jelly is what causes them to become a queen. So it's kind of a random luck of the draw kind of thing. Your fate as a honeybee egg, whether you become a queen or a worker. And the workers are sterile, so they never reproduce. All they do is help raise the eggs of the queen. And the queen is the one who actually passes on her genes and lays all of the eggs in the colony. So yeah, getting a queen, I guess you could say, is kind of lucking out. But it's random to the extent that we know. There doesn't seem to be any, any predicting, who's going to become it. It's just they lay it in a particular cell. And also, if you were to take an egg from a normal worker cell and sort of switch them and stick it in a queen cell, it'll become a queen instead. So there's nothing special about the egg. It's just what they feed them. Also, you can,
That's
go on.
fascinating.
Yeah. So that's the deal with royal jelly.
Okay, great. We have a question from Scott Compton. Do you have tips for staying alive in Minecraft?
Here's what you want to do to stay alive in Minecraft. And I've learned this from a lot of experience. The first thing you're going to want to do is dig a hole straight down. Keep digging.
Okay.
Until your axe breaks. Maybe then dig a little into the side. Wait until you hit gravel. Then once the gravel falls in, collapsing, you're trapped in the dark alone in this hole that you've dug. And then you call your friend Kirsten and have her come rescue you.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And that's how I stay alive in Minecraft. I don't know how anyone else does it.
Okay. Scott is a mutual friend of ours who runs a Minecraft server. How many times have you been stung?
Let me think.
I mean, like, tomato to count.
I want to say in the face about 3. Which honestly is the only time that matters, because getting stung in the face is so different from getting stung anywhere other than the face that it's like not even comparable. Getting stung in the face sucks. Those are the times I really remember when I've been stung in the face. This is a funny story. I have a great photograph of, it's a series of photographs really, because I, as a weird person who pokes bees, was taking a photo of a lovely bee on a flower. And as I was taking a photo of this bee, the bee didn't like it, and it flew out of the flower and stung me right in the nose. And later when I was looking at I was getting too close. The bee did not like that I was getting too close. In any case, later when I was looking at a series of photographs, I saw a picture of a bee on a flower, then the bee turning up and looking towards the camera, and then a blur of the bee flying towards the camera, and I have that moment preserved for all eternity.
I love it. I love it.
Is it true that they die when they sting you?
It is true that they die when they sting you, yes. So when you think about it, if you're having a bad day, when a bee stings you, just think about what a bad day the bee's having. This is actually interesting because it's a sort of a self-sacrificial act. When a honeybee stings you, she dies afterwards. So, she is basically killing herself for the good of the colony. So it's an altruistic act. And the reason they do it is to defend the colony. So that a bee, you know, they're not doing it just to be mean, they're doing it to protect the hive. And one bee's life is a worthwhile sacrifice for the sake of protecting the colony as a whole. So you can kind of think about it as a noble act, you know, like a you know, self-sacrificial death by stinging you in the nose.
Did you feel that way when they stung you in the face, though?
You know, I've never been stung in the face, and it's not been apparent to me that it was somehow my fault. Every time.
So like you accept responsibility for getting
I
stung in
accept
the
responsibility when I'm getting stung in the face, because honestly, every time there's been something dumb that I did that led to me being stung in the face, and when I don't do those dumb things, I don't get stung in the face. So I've spent so much time around bees not getting stung in the face that I know how to not get stung in the face by now. And when I get stung in the face, I'm a doctor in not getting stung in the face by my bees. And so when they sting me in the face, I always know exactly what I did that was dumb.
Did you get stung before you were a doctor? And like now that you're a doctor, you don't get stung?
I get stung approximately the same amount as a doctor that I did before I was a doctor. I've tried showing my degree/diploma to the bees, and they don't seem to care. They sting me anyway.
We should probably do like 2 or 3 more questions, and then we get Julianna Finch on the wings.
Yeah.
Got any more questions there?
Oh.
I mean, I have some listed that I wanted to ask.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, do you get mad at people who go crazy when they see a bee and they're like, swing it away? And, you know, like people who are very overly dramatic about the presence of a bee, does that bother
I wouldn't say mad. I would say that I feel like bees are misunderstood, and I feel like it's part of my mission in life to get people to understand why we should love the bees and not fear them. So I would try to help those people, because if you kind of learn how to act around bees and other stinging insects, which includes some other relatives like wasps that also sting, once you kind of learn what triggers the stinging behavior, you can learn to just act differently around them, and then you're much less likely to get stung. So I would say to those people, I would like to help them learn how not to get stung by bees. And part of that involves relaxing and not panicking, because running around wildly, flailing your arms and swatting the air is probably the absolute best way to get stung. So
do you think wasps?
Yeah. Sorry, what?
Oh, do you think wasps are misunderstood? Because I feel like a lot of people hate the wasp and will be kinder to the honeybee. And what is the redeeming quality of a wasp?
I think wasps are even more misunderstood.
I know you're not a doctor of wasps.
I'm not a doctor of waspology, but I will say that I think wasps have a lot of redeeming value, one of which is that many wasps are predators, and one of the things that they eat are pests that tend to attack a lot of gardens and crops and stuff like that. So if you like to garden, then wasps are your friends, because they'll eat a lot of the pests that can otherwise disrupt a garden. And in fact, we use a lot of chemical pesticides, you know, to control pests in agricultural crops, but a lot of times this has the sort of unintended consequence of also killing the predatory animals, the beneficial insects, which are, you know, pesticides. They don't know better. Chemicals, you know, that target bugs. But a lot of times there's predatory animals, and you want them around because they can be natural pest control. And wasps are one of those things. So wasps actually eat things like caterpillars, which would be eating your crops. So I love wasps. As someone who also gardens, in addition to loving seeing bees there, I love when I see wasps, because I know that they're going to be eating the things that like to eat my plants. And
I feel like that's my takeaway for this evening, is that because so often, like, I hear, well, that's a wasp, we want to kill it with spray, and, you know, wasps. But when you see a bee, it's like, oh, honeybee, they're in decline. Oh, there's so much pressure. Like, yes, they are precious. Like, I'm not one who runs away or flails around when I see a bee or whatever.
But it seems like the bees are like helping our plants get it on, and the wasps are defending the plants from predators.
Yeah.
So like they're all right?
Yeah.
So they're being bros in a different way. Like one of them is playing wingman.
Yeah.
And the other one's playing defense.
Winnie and Gary asks, what's a better album, B1000 from Guided by Voices or King Bee from Muddy Waters?
Unfortunately, I don't know. I have not heard either of those.
Okay. Do you have any suggestions for David CS? Do you have any suggestions for ways to control unwanted pests and mosquitoes without harming bees?
With mosquitoes, absolutely. So the thing that will cause mosquitoes around in an area is standing water. Most mosquitoes, well, it depends where in the world you're living. So at least in the US, most urban areas, the main mosquitoes that we have live in standing water. So if you can eliminate small things of standing water, then that will do the absolute best job of preventing mosquitoes. And other unwanted pests, it's not easy. I mean, a lot of the best, most effective pesticides that people rely on for agriculture do harm bees. And unfortunately, it can be pretty hard. I mean, reducing the amount of pesticide you use, using pesticides smarter. So a lot of times people ignore the instructions on the pesticides and just kind of like dump the whole bag like, well, more is better. So more is not better. If you can use the absolute minimum necessary to control unwanted pests, then using the minimum. But also there's a lot of natural pest control methods. So I mentioned wasps. There's other insects that eat pests. Ladybugs are great. Praying mantids are great. You can actually buy ladybug eggs on the internet. And ladybug eggs are great for taking care of aphids and other little things that eat your plants. Praying mantids are just generally predators, also pretty badass. Who doesn't want a praying mantis hanging around their garden?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, so yeah, using natural pest control instead of chemicals is one way that usually helps with bees. And also just applying them at a different time. So not applying pesticides when the bees are out flying. Most bees are only around during the day. So just not spraying pesticides during the time when the bees are out would also help, just in terms of reducing the exposure that they get. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions? I think we're just about done. I see Julianna Finch is in the wings waiting.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much, Dr. Lemansky, for making us smart about bees.
Yeah.
Are you going to be joining us later for Jackbox games?
Good question. Hang on. Are we going to be joining them later for Jackbox games?
Also, Connor, will you be joining us?
Connor's here as well. He's just sitting quietly in the wings.
Hi, Connor.
Yeah.
As he should be. Well, you are welcome to hang tight, and after Julianna Finch is set, we will be playing Jackbox games. And if you want to join us, we would love to have you. Thank you very much for being our AMA tonight on Quarantinapalooza, Dr. Lemansky. Are there any places that if people want to like follow you, do you have a Lemansky doctor.com?
You know, I should have a drlemansky.com or something like that. I do have a Twitter feed. It's at Natalie Lemansky. It's very boring.
I was trying to find you to tag you today on Twitter, and I was looking at Natabee because I know sometimes you're Natabee.
You know, that would have been a better Twitter handle, but when I made my Twitter handle, I wasn't feeling very creative. So unfortunately, it's just at Natalie Lemansky. It's first name, last name.
All right.
So I have a Twitter, and I have an Instagram as well, which is mostly pictures of cats and bees. So I guess this audience would probably love it.
That's right. So fun fact, Dr. Lemansky has two of our foster cats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hambutt, previously known as Hambutt.
Yeah.
Hambutt.
And Hambutt and Queequeg.
Queequeg.
Yeah.
Back in the day, back before we had Club Smoosh.
And now Buttercup.
Yeah.
And they are just delightful, the most delightful cats, right?
Graduates of the Kitty Cat Academy, free Club Spoosh. They are delightful and adorable. Queequeg is getting very fat.
Queequeg is related to Moby Shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Queequeg is Moby Shit's fatter, nicer sister.
With more teeth.
More teeth?
Yeah, because Moby's down to one tooth. She
has her one snackle tooth.
You know, I think more teeth, but less bite still. Moby Shit's
That's okay.
Well, I'll let you move on. Yeah, thank
you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, go.
Get out of here, you crazy kid. And we hope to see you on Jackbox.
Yeah.
Or online. Or
sure.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Right, bye.
So we have Julianna Finch coming up next to share some of her just amazing, lovely music. And I love Julianna Finch so much. I'm so excited to have her here with us.
Do we have questions for her? I didn't prepare any questions.
I don't think we need questions for Julianna.
I don't think we have.
She's just going to like perform a few songs, right?
Yeah, I was thinking like, whatever you want. You got 15 minutes, Julianna. What do you want to do with it? You want to perform something? She's got a cocktail Do you see that?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you
Cheers,
there.
Julianna Finch.
There you are. Carpe diem. Hey, Carpe. Love it.
Yeah, we can play a few songs and talk about random things.
That sounds good. Welcome to Quarantinapalooza.
Thank you.
Julianna Finch is our delightful friend who lives in North Carolina. We've been playing together for years and years. We go back to
I
the
think it's been like
Stony.
6 years now, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. We
It's a delight
met.
every time we get to play together.
It is. I think we randomly went on a tour and like even shared a hotel room together at that Greensboro show, like not knowing each other at all. And it was sort of like, well, we can save money if we share a hotel room. Hopefully we're both cool people.
Yeah.
You know what I remember though?
And we were.
I remember going to breakfast with you at what was that cafe?
Elmo's
like I feel like
Diner.
when it was a diner.
Oh,
And-
Elmo's Diner. Yes.
Yeah, we went to Elmo's Diner with you, and we were both like, you know, because you don't know how artists are sometimes, and like we had just met you, and you're this other like musician, singer, songwriter, and you don't know how that's gonna go. But like
And
we
I'm
all just
like
sat down, and it was
real
like,
bitchy.
but it was just like, oh, we're all just cool. We can just get along. We're all like, just low key,
Yeah.
like, you know. You don't know when that's gonna happen. It was just like I felt like the moment we met you, we were like, oh, we're gonna be friends. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and yeah,
And
I
we had-
actually texted my partner at home and I was like, oh, we're friends now.
Yeah. Just like we all ordered coffee and we were just like, it just like immediately was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Yeah. We're just gonna be friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you hanging in there in these
I'm
weird
mostly
times?
good. I did want to talk about a bee thing. If we're not done talking about bees.
No.
Please, is
because-
Natalie still here? Do you need Natalie to
I think
respond?
Natalie.
I'm building a mason bee house. Somebody was asking about like solitary bees that are not honeybees and like how you can help them. And something really easy you can do is put a mason bee hotel on your property, which is something I'm going to do because I'm planting a garden. And yeah, you just put little tubes of like paper or cardboard and fill it all in here and they will hang out in there. And this is an old cigar box that I'm just turning into one. And I'm going to
Nice.
I had no idea.
outside, but they're super easy to make, and the bees just go there and they'll lay eggs in there in the fall, and then they'll overwinter.
This is
if
a
they
very
stay.
like
It's fun.
ecologically productive Quarantinapalooza, I feel.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
yeah, and I plant.
Do you
want
wanna
to
play some songs for
us? I do. I'll play some songs. I don't have any songs about bees, but now I feel like I should write one.
Next time we expect a song about bees. All right.
What? I have a quick question. You have a very fancy glass. What are you
Yes,
drinking?
we're celebrating. This is a variation on a bijou cocktail. Bijou is one of my favorite cocktails.
Bijou?
Yes. It's normally made with chartreuse, gin, and sweet vermouth, and maybe like a little bit of bitters, but I used elderflower liqueur instead of chartreuse because I don't have it. So it's the quarantine
You fancy.
variation. But it's really yummy.
All right.
And I
Awesome.
put a
Well-
fancy cherry in there because you always need a fancy
Yeah.
cherry.
Well, take it away, friend. Sing us some songs. I miss you.
All right. This is a song called The Seal Wife, which is about selkies. She says she'll marry a boy who can sing the ocean to her door. A sailor, he'll be her everything. She'll never ask for more. But the sea has its own will, and the human heart has rooms to fill. A cry coming from the ocean floor says, leave the shore. yeah, that was called The Seal Wife. It's from my most recent album, which is called Way Down. Available wherever fine albums are sold. I'm going to do another one now since we were talking about pollination and gardening and all of that stuff. I have a song about a tomato. There's a type of tomato called Radiator Charlie's Mortgage Lifter Tomato. That's the name of the seed, the name of the variety. And the first time I encountered one of these was at the Southern Exposure Seed Exchange event, where people are sharing these old-timey seed swap, is what they call it. And I knew there had to be a pretty cool story behind a seed called that, so I wrote a song about it, and this is called Radiator Charlie. Out of West Virginia where the green grass grows, at the bottom of a hill where everybody goes, lived a man called Charlie, though his name was Biles, with the only auto shop for miles and miles and miles. He had a roof overhead but a bank at his back. He had to think of a clever plan of attack. Cross-pollination was the way to go, so he made himself a real fine tomato. Yeah, you plant him in a circle and watch him grow. How big can it get? We just don't know. Well, it's 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4. That's a Radiator Charlie's tomato. Radiator Charlie's tomato. Radiator Charlie's tomato. Well, people came from 200 miles around to get a little piece of what Charlie found. $1 a piece for a little transplant. You know he paid that house off every cent. Yeah, plant him in a circle and watch him grow. How big can it get? We just don't know. It's a 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4. That's a Radiator Charlie's tomato. Radiator Charlie's tomato. Radiator Charlie's tomato. Out of West Virginia at the bottom of that hill lived a man who left a legacy instead of a will. Radiator Charlie gave us all a little gift, yeah, and a tiny little seed we call the mortgage lifter. Yeah, you plant him in a circle and watch him grow. How big can it get? We just don't know. Well, it's a 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4. That's a Radiator Charlie's tomato. Radiator Charlie's tomato. You plant them in a circle, watch them grow. How big can it get? We just don't know. And it's a 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4. That's a Radiator Charlie's tomato. 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 Thanks, y'all. All right, I think I've got one more tune that I thought would be appropriate for these strange, strange times we're living in. You know, right now, I just want to say it's like okay if you're not okay. There's a lot going on, and it's a lot for us to take on. And even if you're not out there being quote unquote productive, you're doing everything you need to be doing just by like surviving and being a person right now, and by helping others do the same. And you don't have to be making the next great painting or writing the great American novel. And also that it might feel like the end of the world a little bit, and it's not. You know, we continue to go on. And so I wanted to play this song, which is kind of about being in that place of, you know, feeling like it's the end and not being able to see what's coming next. And this song is called Just the Start. Say what you will about the things in your past. Pick up the pieces off the floor. You'll see the roses scattered, all of that glass. You'll see it leads to something more. I know the road is hard. I know the world is falling apart. I know the edges are sharp. Right to your heart, right to your heart. But this is just the start. Day after day you keep on moving somehow. Night after night you sleep it off. This kind of battle wants to harden you now. The real fight is trying to stay soft. 'Cause oh, the road is hard. And oh, the world is falling apart. Oh, the edges are sharp. Right to your heart, right to your heart. But this is just the start. And in the dark, you'll find the spark. I know the road, it's hard. Oh, the world's just falling apart. Whoa, the edges are sharp. Right to your heart, right to your heart. Right to your heart, right to your heart. Right to your heart, right to your heart. But this is just the start. This is just the start. This is just the start. Thanks, y'all. I think my speaker got all. I think my speaker ran out of batteries. Hold on. Oh, the realities of a Zoom card. It says it's connected. Oh, no. Okay. Technology.
Technology.
All right, I'm back. Thanks for having me, you guys. What kind of time constraint are we on here, Michael?
One more song?
Yes, please.
Sarah says yes, please, even though
Okay.
she doesn't even have her earbuds in yet.
That's why we need one more song.
Yeah, she's still trying to find her earbuds.
Actually,
Actually, she's on.
Oh, I
table.
can,
No, I'm gonna
I
take
can
a
do
leak.
an earbud finding song.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
I can also take this moment to plug my newsletter, my twice monthly
Please
newsletter, which is
do.
about self-care and community care and mental health. And it's called Hey, I Love You. And it's literally just a love letter from me every 2 weeks with like cute videos and things to make you feel better about yourself while the world is on fire.
How do I? Because
I'm
I'm not subscribed to this newsletter. How do I find it?
You can find it at, well, I'm mostly on Instagram, which is at heyiloveyou.co is the account on Instagram, and the link is in the bio there, or it's bit.ly, it's a bit.ly link / heyiloveyou, the letter U, will take you to the sign up form. And I've been really loving like doing them lately. It's been really nice. It makes me feel better, and hopefully makes other people feel better too. So yeah, it's just called Hey, I Love You, because I do.
Yeah, I love you too.
Thanks.
I do too.
Sarah also loves you.
I do too.
She just says it more hesitantly for some reason.
I do. Sure. Yeah. Fine. I'm gonna do one that actually strikes me as extra funny right now because it's about like not socializing, which now we're all forced to do. But there was a time when I really didn't want people in my space, in my online space or my in-person space, and so I wrote this song, and it's about how much
love
I
this
hate
song so
online
much.
dating. So if you're out there and you're having an online date in the age of Corona, I'm sorry. And I hope that at the very best, it provides you with some really torrid pen pal affairs. But this song is about the not best version of online dating. And it's called Anti-Socialize.
Woo!
Where were you when the chips were down? Now suddenly you're coming round, sending me a small request. 'Cause you moved back to my town, water under the bridge, you say. We can start things fresh today. You say it looks like I'm doing well. Well, you can just go to, don't add me, don't tweet me, and don't ask me to meet up. I'm not feeling that we're linked in, and all of that virtual friendship stuff. We won't be tumbling together in any kind of weather. Online or otherwise, the status isn't complicated. I'd just rather anti-socialize. I don't care how you stumbled upon me. Just tag yourself back out, and if you don't stop suggesting at me, I might have to yelp and shout. I hope that you don't mind if I politely decline. You're unfollowed, unfriended. This match has unharmoniously ended. So don't add me, and don't tweet me, and don't ask me to meet up. I'm not feeling that we're linked in, and all of that virtual friendship stuff. We won't be tumbling together in any kind of weather. Online or otherwise, the status isn't complicated. I'd just rather anti-socialize. You can ping me 7 times a day, and I'm still not gonna read your blog. And the picture's cute, but there's no way I'm signing up and voting for your dog. I don't like you, I can't comment. When I flickered you off, I meant it. So don't add me and don't tweet me. Please don't ask I'd just rather anti-socialize. The status isn't complicated. I'd just rather anti-socialize. Honey, it ain't complicated. Stay 6 feet away from me, 'cause I need to anti-socialize. All right, thanks you guys.
Thank you, Juliana.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's so good to see your faces. I miss you too. We have to go on a tour after this.
Yes.
Yeah.
A tour
We
of
will
just
all
hugging
sleep in the
people.
same bed. Yes.
When shit gets back to the new normal, whatever that is,
Yes.
we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, like, as an intro, you would consider yourself an introvert,
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Would
I
you-
mean, I
yeah.
love people.
Do you-
I just like in small groups occasionally.
Right. Like, you need that time to re-energize. That's just like, I need time by myself, and especially as a performer and stuff like that. But do you feel like this time where, like, you are just so much, so solo, so all the time? Like, do you, like, I wonder myself, like, am I going to get out of this and be like, I need to hug everybody, or I'm going to be like, hey, this was great, and like, what's your thoughts on that? How do you feel like you might react when
I still don't think I'll want to be like at a giant con full of thousands of people, but like
Yep.
house party, good.
Mhm.
Book club,
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
Like I'm definitely
Mhm.
gonna like not take for granted hanging out on the porch with my friends anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is just so heartbreaking. Like we've had, like, having loved, like, I don't know if your parents close by or whatever, but like having loved ones nearby that we can't
touch.
hug and we can't touch.
Yeah,
And,
and
like,
a weird thing I wasn't expecting to miss, or I guess I couldn't have predicted missing, is actually like experiencing a movie with other people, like being in a movie theater. I love to go to the movies. I love to like see new movies. And that experience of like the collective experience where we're all, somebody's like, don't open that door, you know? I love that. And so
We're just gonna have to watch The Room together next time.
Yeah, I want to go to the
Yeah.
movies after this
All right.
too.
Yay! Yay! Movie
Well,
sounds good.
thank you so much, Juliana
Yeah.
Finch.
You are very invited to join us for Jackbox. If you want to, if not, that's
I've
cool,
literally
too.
never done that
Oh.
before.
Oh, you're gonna be great.
Do you want to do it?
You just need
have a
a
phone?
device, and you're on our Zoom, so you're already set up to do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe.
We'll start with a yeah.
But-
Okay.
but,
you can bow at anytime you need to bow.
Are we entering into the Jackbox games segment of this shit show?
Yeah, this is like the descent. So,
Yeah.
tell us any more. Like, I know you already mentioned Instagrams. You have a Patreon,
Oh, yes. Instagram
Juliana.
is at Right Play Repeat, and on Twitter also. And then the Hey I Love You Instagram is a separate account, which is at heyiloveyou.co. What else? Oh, Patreon. www.patreon.com/JulianaFinch.
Oh, go support Juliana Finch.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, now that I'm saying that, I'm not sure that I do, which I'm going to sign
I
up
do.
to
I think you
Patreon
do.
and I'm going to support Juliana Finch.
You're a
Oh, okay.
terrible person.
Oh, good.
Oh, never mind. You're fine.
Maybe.
I'm okay.
Yeah. So
We have the Damsels of Dorkington coming up to play
Yeah.
Jackbox
yeah,
games with
I think
us.
it's all getting set up right now. Next week we're doing Quarantinapalooza every Saturday at 7 p.m.
Until we're
time.
released.
until Governor Charlie Baker in Massachusetts says, "Okay, kids, you can go away now."
Yeah.
And actually, probably, I can't imagine, like, as soon as that order comes out, we're going to be like in the streets or anything. But
I feel like as long as we're still in this weird period of our history, like that we're all experiencing right now, like we're gonna keep doing this stupid show, and we're gonna keep having our lovely, amazing friends come
no,
on
this
and
is a
join
wonderful
us.
show because we get to hang out with a wonderful.
It is wonderful.
and it's very well organized.
So we're gonna keep doing this thing.
Yeah. And so as we start the Jackbox, there are places in Jackbox games where there is audience participation. If you go to Jackbox TV and you're watching the game, there's usually a code that's on the screen. So if you want to interact or vote for your favorite person and help sway the game, you can do that. Next Saturday, we will be, I'm just saying this now because usually by the end of Jackbox games were like, blah.
This is where it devolves into chaos.
So next Saturday we are going to have special musical guest Kristen Ford.
I'm so excited. She's so amazing.
From Nashville. And then we're also having special guest AMA Debbie Donner.
Sarah's mom is going to be on the show next week.
She knows all things about sourdough. So if you have, some kind of aching question or anxiety about your goddamn starter, you can bring those questions.
It's going to be basically the Great British Baking Show, but Sarah's mom. So anyone who has questions about baking, and by the way, she has been just like this whole quarantine, just been baking multiple things per day. We have been, so basically most of my interaction with Sarah's mom over the past 6 weeks has been very carefully reaching out and taking baked goods from her without hugging her.
And then she cries.
And then she cries, and then we cry. But then we have delicious baked goods because that's just what she's been doing with her times and during the isolation. And she's just baking amazing things.
And she's always done that, but like with all this extra time.
Now it's just like every day, multiple crazy baked goods per day. So like
she's visited the King Arthur flour factory she's no joke.
She's a baking nerd for sure. But she's going to be she's going to be on doing an AMA with sourdough starters and stuff. I don't know exactly what she's doing, but it's going to be amazing.
That's how the show goes. But we hope you will join us next week. Please stay tuned. We're going to play
some games now. Audience can participate. We have the amazing and lovely Damsels of Dorking joining us. Hello.
All right. I'm going to put this into gallery view. And if you beautiful damsels would like to say hello, who are you, what do you do, and what are your opinions on honeybees?
Yeah.
In this quarantine time, I don't know who I am anymore. Do you know who I am? I'm really confused and lost. Are you my mommy?
No.
If Sarah Donner is your mom, then you have to let her raise you like a kitten.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So she scruffs you.
I will stimulate
she expresses you.
I will stimulate you. Like stimulate your little butthole and bottle feed you every couple of hours.
Listen, it seems like there are worse ways to live.
No, you could do worse than being raised by Sarah Donner.
That's true.
Yeah, 100% yes.
Well, I was always like, I don't ever want to have human babies, but if I could give birth to kittens instead, I totally would become a parent.
I've had dreams where I gave birth to babies.
She has so many dreams where she gives birth to kittens.
It's like they're just so small and cute and not awful like human babies, which are horrible Winston Churchills.
Anybody else want to introduce themselves? Beautiful.
I'm Rissy. I know way too much about animal reproductive organs.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish she knew less.
I bet you do, because I've subjected life to a lot of speculation about the dicks of things that nobody should think about, but
Specifically the dicks of things.
Yes.
It's amusing how she doesn't talk much about the vaginas of things.
I do sometimes.
I said much. Damn it, I just spilled.
Already.
Oh, good. It's a Quarantinapalooza.
Yay!
It's not me this time. I'm happy.
Oh, I also did the dangerous secret forbidden technique and cut my own hair.
Oh, well, it looks really good.
Thank you.
I like it.
I was just freaking sick of it. I was just like, ah! But then I was like, wait a minute. Angle downwards, just like you've seen your hairdressers do.
I noticed, Amanda, you were not wearing a hat this evening.
I'm definitely wearing a hat.
Oh, you are wearing a hat.
Yes.
Oh,
it's hat
It's a different hat.
Yes. It's just, I've got the actual headphones because the upstairs neighbors have a lot of bass going on that drives me crazy. So these are a little noise canceling. So that helps somewhat. But no, I tried without the hat and nope.
Not yet. It's not yet time.
Nope.
Release the coils, Amanda. Release them.
Nope. There's just too much right here. So it's nope. I'm gonna keep the hat on.
You can leave your hat on.
Anna James's version of that song is the best version of that song.
Oh, I am gonna have to check that out.
So good.
I already
remember-
have the Jackbox screen, right? Oh, here it goes.
Hey, there
Are
it
we doing
is.
Jackbox?
Okay, yes, we are. Okay, phew.
I mean, I
Mom
would
and
just be
stepfather
happy to
playing.
chat
You
with
can
these
leave your
lovely
hat
people.
hat
I
on
just
in
wanted
front
to
of
make
me.
sure that it wasn't like me not being able to see. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So.
Okay, so
if
this
you're
is the
new
part of
to-
the evening where I'm gonna be off of YouTube, so I can't see your lovely comments.
Cat's on my back.
So I'm just gonna thank you, lovely folks on YouTube chat, for being here and chatting and stuff like that. I'm gonna close you now, and I'm just gonna play Jackbox.
Yeah. So we're gonna sign into this game, and then if you have any questions, Juliana, shout it out.
I'll probably just flail aimlessly.
Oh,
Okay.
I also like flailing. Let's
That's what
flail
we
together.
do, so it's fine. Yeah.
So Juliana, in case you don't get this, you need to go to jackbox.tv on your device and enter in that 4-letter code that we're not saying out loud, so that our audience can't beat us to it.
We might be muted.
I thought I did.
So it should ask you for. It should prompt you for like a code name or a handle.
Try again. Oh, I had it backwards.
There you are.
I like this music.
The music is maybe my favorite part. I know, I just groove out after I enter my answers. I'm like, yeah.
Sexy elevator.
Whereas with the drawful stuff, it's always insulting me. It's yelling at me.
Y'all
I'm actually
hear
looking
snoring
forward
in
to the,
background. That's my pug. That's snoring.
Oh.
He was
Hey,
good
can you
through
get your
most of my
pug on
stuff.
cam? Because that would be 2 weeks in a row of
Come on.
pug.
And
Pug,
then I
pug,
would
pug.
wake him up.
Pug,
and
pug,
he's
pug.
mad at me.
All right. I guess everybody's in.
Do we not have Natalie and Connor? Or are
I
they
guess-
not
I
on?
don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
We could put it out to the people.
Oh yeah, let's put it out to the people. We need
Okay.
2 more players.
Daniel will.
Jackbox of the people.
Oh, look at that sweet.
Whoa, so cute.
Oh, chunky boy, chunky boy.
Oh.
Pavlov, he's very large.
Oh, he's a chunk. He's a chunkiest.
And he
Oh.
just had his birthday.
Oh.
How old is he?
He's 12.
Oh, those
Oh,
rolls.
wow,
he's an
that's an
old
old
man.
Yeah.
I want him to lick my face.
Sweet old man.
He
Oh my
does
God.
not enjoy that.
We appreciate your sacrifice,
Go back to sleep
Pavlov.
and snore.
Yes.
Poor guy.
You can go back to your dressing room.
Is he enjoying your time at home?
Oh yeah. Okay, this is
Your
like
extra time
pug
at home.
Christmas.
Did you guys see that news article about the dog that was so happy his owner was home all the time he sprained his tail, wagging it too much?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, he was a retriever of some kind, so you know.
That sounds right. All right,
We
we,
have
got a
everybody.
full
All right.
house.
all right.
We got Beth and Shane. We got Adam in the house. We got some audience coming in.
Oh,
This is great.
yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Hey there, I'm Schmitty.
Quiplash.
And if you're lucky, I'll let you pick one item from the mystery bucket. But first, Quiplash. I hope you're all using your full legal names because this game will affect your credit rating. Remember, extra players can join the audience and pick their favorite quips. Audience votes count. This is round 1. You'll see 2 prompts on your device. Answer them any way you want. Each answer will go up against someone else's answer, and everyone will vote on which they like most. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go.
Oh wow.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Michael and I must
What? Who did that?
have.
How is that
These
possible?
are very specific. Ah.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. I had nothing to do with this.
Did you not?
I had nothing to do with this.
Uh-huh. Oh my god, the other one that I got also is so Riffy specific.
Oh.
Wait
Oh.
until
I
you
didn't know you
see.
could do this. This is
Okay.
Rissy, you will be delighted.
How did this? Daniel Neruda is gonna have to tell us how this happened.
Yeah, something is going on. This is
I think
really
Daniel
weird.
Neruda is responsible.
Jackbox is Daniel, it turns out.
What am I? I've got 3 eyes. I love it.
Nah.
I like these little critters. Amanda,
All
you
right.
look like a dreidel, kind of.
You need
Yeah.
to enter your thing. Enter your answers before the time is up.
Got 20 seconds.
All right, I'm in.
Oh,
Daniel.
Salzar did it.
God.
I
Wait,
can't
wait.
get over how specific these questions were.
Maybe,
yeah,
maybe I
actually-
didn't get the specific question.
You
One of the
didn't.
questions is about the song that is on my shirt right now. So
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
The Portal
Yes.
Portal ending song by Jonathan
Yes.
Colton. Yeah, as sung by Gladys.
which my shirt says, "Look at me still talking when there's science to do." So
Oh my god, the gene for mansplaining.
Oh my
This is
God.
tough.
Oh my god. Oh,
But I know what I'm going with. The gene for mansplaining. That's
I love it
brilliant.
so much. Amanda.
Mm.
I love it.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
you know that was the first one that
It
I
was-
got, and I'm like, that's kind of for me specifically. I felt like.
Yeah, that's
Right?
very weird.
Yes.
Oh, the audience liked it too.
I was unprepared.
Look at this.
Oh,
Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
Oh, wow.
How did this happen, Daniel? What magic?
I'm sorry, Farah. I'm so sorry. You should have
No, I
won.
was, that was
You
mine.
should have won.
High five, Michael.
I eat him's face
Moving on.
at the Donner Party. Hells yeah.
Okay,
What?
okay. Daniel must have.
Okay, all right.
Blythe, oh,
I
that's
did
it.
not know you could do.
How is this
great.
possible?
This is
Blythe,
super great.
can you poop in a box, Blythe? Since we're
Listen, if it means I can be fostered by Sarah, I will poop in a box.
Oh, is it a tie? No, wait.
Oh wow.
oh no,
no,
it's
the
almost
audience.
tied. It's just 2
Yep.
audience votes. Eat him's face.
Man, Daniel, I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
Yeah, he knows a wizard.
time to vote.
Okay, that is.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. Oh wow. Oh man.
Can this just be what we do on Saturdays now? This is great.
Yes.
This is what we
It's
do
so
on
much
Saturdays.
This is
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Hogwarts was so good. So
On
Speech,
good.
Juliana.
Yes.
On Saturdays,
Yeah.
we play Jackbox.
Yes. So Juliana, you are officially invited back every
Next
week.
in line.
I'll just
Absolutely.
long on in time for this.
Oh yes, Darth Biscuit's beer gun.
Extended universe. Oh man, I love this so much. Oh my gosh.
I've never heard of this game, and now I'm so into it.
This is
Oh, it's so good.
it's not normally tailored
Quite
to
so
us.
personalized,
Yeah.
but yeah.
It's not normally personalized. This
Yeah.
is the first
Darth
time.
Biscuits,
ever-
Jules. Yeah, that's a
I was
quiplash
thinking
right
like
there.
biscuits, and also I'm from the South.
It's so good.
I'm Darth
Yeah.
Biscuits, yo.
Oh wow.
Next
I
on
am
Quick
Darth
Blast.
Biscuits.
Well done.
Get to voting.
Making a note here, huge butt
Huge
sex.
butt sex. Oh nice.
That one scans. I appreciate that scans.
Scansion is very important. A lot of people don't realize that.
That's true.
You can't just shove syllables in there.
You can shove
I mean,
whatever
you
want,
can.
wherever you want.
Yeah, Amanda,
Oh
I
my
would have
gosh.
voted for yours too if I could have. It was way
And
better.
also, I don't know who Snaggletooth is, but I love your username.
Next up.
Oh, that's Sarah.
That's Sarah.
That's Sarah. Okay.
Rissy.
That is a very me kind of thing. Song from his musical. I know which one I'm going for because
I wrote it for you.
thank you. slide.
Opportunity.
Oh God, I love John Brown so much. Blythe and I went to John Brown's house.
Yeah, it was amazing. Oh man,
Next is
it was a decade ago. We are so old.
it's voting time.
Wow. Oh man. Rissy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, that was so fast. I was too busy laughing.
I mean, you quoted. I didn't even like spell. I didn't get the word out.
My actual KittensSlayDragons cover band is called Drogos por las
Let's see the
Gatos or
score.
whatever.
That's really great.
Gatitos, yeah.
Drogos por las Gatos.
Oh man, look,
Wait,
Julia,
Leaning up.
kicking our butts.
How did you do that?
But-
You got a super quiplash where everybody chose you.
She might not be invited back if she just.
No, she's an honorary damsel now. You have to let her in.
Ah, damn it. Okay. All right.
I've been from Dorkington since before it was cool.
There you go. That little Mew was so cute.
Natalie is here.
Time's running out. Use a save
Oh, yeah.
equip if you
Oh
need
man,
to.
we got a lot of people in this here audience.
Can I join the audience?
You can, and then we'll get you in on the next round, the next game we play.
Let's start this show.
I'm so
Number
into
one
my
on the
little
list.
three-eyed dude. I'm into it.
Okay, here's your favorite quip.
That's magnificent.
Oh my
I
god.
love it so much.
That's wow. Holy shit.
That German is accurate though. I'm into it.
Ich spreche Deutsch, aber nobody else does. What? Ah.
Cat Lisi, it was so good.
It was.
Up next,
Oh boy.
put in your votes.
Oh shit.
Any guesses who the pedantic piece of shit is?
I know a pedantic
Oh,
piece
it's
of
so
shit or
good.
two.
I didn't even
it's so good.
notice.
No, I know. Because I'm a dick.
Amanda, we're friends now.
Oh, okay, good.
Daniel, you don't
usually see
need
on
any
a
heat
Games
if you
Couples
design this whole
registry
quiz.
list.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is
It
pretty great.
is
How did
amazing.
this happen?
Yeah.
Vote.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh man,
Wow.
I know what I'm voting
Wow.
I mean, not usually.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, most people already have that by the time they're married.
That's the thing. I'm like, I had to vote for the one that I would definitely not want on my registry list. Like, I feel like something called the super clitorizer I'd be fine with, but locker room
See,
fungus.
that sounds dangerous to me.
I mean, you can always
They're
muffle it,
delicate.
I'm sure.
Thing,
They're
pick up.
delicate
Oh.
creatures.
On your chest. Ready, set, vote.
Okay.
Ah!
Oh man.
God.
I honestly don't know which is worse.
Oh, I do.
I
Because
do.
one of those I would definitely be okay with.
Elephants are social creatures.
Yes.
They are, but what if it's sitting on your chest and decides to poop?
I don't care. I love them so much. I don't care what it does or how big it is.
King, right?
I will
It's
accept
like
it.
The Joe Exotic.
A human poop is less likely to kill you.
Coming up next.
Less likely than Joe Exotic?
Well, okay. The horse tried to learn to Oh, Jesus, this is hard.
Those are both pretty good.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so good. That's so
Holy
good.
shit balls.
So,
Tie.
Oh,
That was really
wow.
good.
Straight
Super
down
close.
middle.
The audience is
Yeah.
gonna feel it.
Just barely.
Yeah, just barely.
Hey, it's quarantine. I haven't shaved my toes in a month.
Well, we'll eventually figure out. I cannot
You can
wait.
start braiding.
Put in your votes.
Oh! Ouch.
Ooh.
Damn, that's some hard truths.
Oh,
I
God.
don't want to. Oh, I don't want to think about one of those. It hurts my heart.
That went to a bad place.
It did. Yeah.
What are we here for?
That loops, that loop. Me,
Yeah.
I just
No, that
want
was-
solid
Yes.
Yes.
food. Yeah.
Good
That was
job.
good.
You're with me. You're with me.
I'm a bijou and a half in. It's all dark from here.
An awkward thing to say to the naked guy next to you on the bus.
Literally anything? Okay. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Also, feel like I could wind up in a situation where I say hi, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing your dad, actually.
Of any of us here, yeah, you definitely could. Oh.
Cat is chewing on my guitar stand.
Oh. Wow.
Oh.
Not okay, dude. Back up.
yeah.
Well done, Adam.
Wow, super whiplash.
Whoa.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
The quickest way to rid yourself of a tapeworm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Vote on your devices.
No. Oh, God. Oh.
Everything is terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything is awful.
Yes.
I mean,
That's how I sing it too.
let's be real. It's Toronto.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Oh, but it's a tie
Oh.
because of
Oh
the
shit!
audience.
Straight
the
down
audience.
the middle.
Yep.
You
Round
audience
two is through.
clean
Let's
and
see
your
what you think
waves.
of the scores.
I don't know how
I've
that
never
works.
had a Bud Lime.
Neither have I.
You're okay.
Ooh.
I assume it
Oh,
cures
Adam.
tapeworm though.
Adam.
Adam's
Adam
super
with his
quiplash.
Whiplash. Yep.
Yeah.
Round three, the last.
All right, here we
flash.
go.
Everybody's getting the
The
same
last
prompt. So
flash.
Here we go. All right. Same prompt this time.
Oh no.
No!
Oh, I hate the
Hate it.
acrolash.
Our least favorite.
Oh, they are the worst.
Oh,
Ugh.
God. Ow. I can't sit back.
What's the problem?
I think just I was listening to the other side.
Saucy Bossa Nova.
Whatever.
Okay, here we go.
I don't even like
In the
mine.
final round,
I
you
don't
will
either.
have one gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze.
There's so
medal.
much ass.
Oh,
So much ass here.
so much butts.
Unlimited alligator dogs. I love it.
Yeah.
Unified aerial dick face. Oh wow. Yeah, this is great.
Unlimited Alligator Dongs was the alternate title of Tiger King.
Okay, who's taking home some medals? Bronze. Show me the silver. And finally, gold. Now let's turn those
Oh, Amanda.
Yeah.
Who knew? The alligator dog.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, alligator dongs for the
Yes.
win.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think it's enough. I think
All
Adam
right.
is still gonna pull
Now
away
for
with the
final scores.
ultimate win.
Maybe he's gonna pull out with the ultimate win.
Blythe, you and I had almost the exact opposite. Yours was Angel Devourers and mine was Defenders.
Alligator dongs.
I know, but you said that.
Congratulations, Adam.
Well done.
Darth Biscuits.
Nice.
We need to get Natalie into here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah, which is the ugly ass damsel? Since that was your.
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
that?
you'll have to
That
vote
seemed-
now.
Who's
I
the
know
guy
which one.
that used to be in your troop who isn't?
Oh,
Good answer.
okay.
Answer. Good answer.
Good save. Good save.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, me neither.
I remember the cross-dressing.
I blocked it out.
Yeah, I've tried to block all of that out because yeah.
Yep.
Me too.
Those were days gone by.
Too bad I
That was
invited
the
him on
before
Facebook.
time. That was the long, long ago.
It was a past life. Just like Willie Swench's.
Oh, Lord. I can't believe you actually said the name.
Bill's bitches.
Bill's bitches. Although, man, a psycho fan from back in those days has found my YouTube channel and
Oh,
is
God.
leaving comments all over it that he wants to pay me his entire VA check. For what? I don't know.
He's not being clear, but it's pretty great.
Yeah, it is some shit. He's like, what do I have to do to see you all the time? I mean, I will pay you money, my whole VA check.
Oh.
Huh. It doesn't not seem clear what he wants it to be that for.
I mean, in these days of COVID and quarantine,
Mine is like just
I'm Jolene.
spinning. So hang on, let me.
Yeah, mine is spinning.
Oh, yes, I have fangs.
spinning.
Aww.
There we go. Okay. I had to reload the page, like it wasn't.
Natabees. Is Connor? I don't know. If
Oh.
Connor's gonna play.
I'm gonna try to get in again.
Off screen.
Natalie, I really liked your description of what a postdoc is because it's way better than the description I gave a couple weeks ago. I felt like it was just like, oh, I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's when you've had a PhD, but you don't really have a real job yet.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yep, that is,
Basically.
yeah.
One
much.
person who went straight from PhD to having a tenure track lab position. One.
That they sound like a monster.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Quiplash with your
Unheard
host,
of.
Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein. Who's me? Oh, that's me. I'm Schmitty. I knew that. Guys, don't feel
Oh,
like you have to
Schmitty,
be
you so
extra
crazy.
funny to impress me.
Aw.
My expectations are already very low.
That's fair.
Here's round
Yeah.
one. You'll score points based on the percentage
He's seen
of people who
Quarantinapalooza
prefer your
before.
answer. Have at it.
Hmm.
Man, I went some different directions with the answers than I normally do. I guess I'm in a weird headspace.
That's called the 6th Quarantinapalooza.
Yeah, how is this a month and a half of quarantine?
Right?
It's insane. The last week I've had a headache every single day.
Oh no.
I know, and I can't figure out what it is, or if I'm just internalizing stress, or
Oh,
what.
I am muted.
Stress.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's really fun though.
I cut off my
Yeah.
shoulder just typing.
Stress headaches. So much fun.
Oh god.
Okay, vote for your favorite.
Good job.
Good job, somebody.
So good. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie, that is so
Yeah.
good.
Starting strong.
Dr. Lemansky.
Well done. Yes.
Yeah.
Next one. What Sonic the Hedgehog would trade all of his gold rings for?
Jesus.
Oh, I don't even know.
Ooh.
Can hedgehogs
Oh, God.
get coronavirus?
See,
We know
I
that
wouldn't.
cats
I wouldn't
can.
bury.
Questions.
It's not the same strain.
It's
so
a different strain.
Oh, okay.
it's,
Well then,
There's
So
Amanda and I are just like, more alligator dongs, please.
And half the audience was with you. So.
hey,
Coming up next.
it's a dirty.
This one goes out to all my alligator dong people.
I feel like that's going to be the thing at this year's Texas State Festival, State Fair.
yeah, no, that's good.
I like
Oh,
that.
wow.
I really thought
Oh,
everyone was gonna go for larger sticks because that was such a good answer, but
it was solid.
larger sticks on a stick.
Your next
They're
It was
both
rock
pretty valid.
hard.
That seems like a thing.
prize smells like.
Wow.
Get voting.
Oh,
Wow. Well, I know what one I have.
I mean, only one of those sounds appealing to me, so I'm gonna pick the one that sounds.
Which is
Yeah, I don't know which one. They both sound great.
disagree.
The bread.
Mm-hmm.
I have no.
I have no interest in virginity anymore. I'm
no.
too old for that shit.
Next prize. A car that would never sell is the Honda blank.
This is the one that cut me off.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so. Yeah, we know what it is.
That's amazing.
Like it could actually be a car name. That's what I love.
Oh god, it really could.
It's so good.
Yep.
It was so good.
It was really good, Daniel. Wow,
Oh,
super
shit.
quick flash. Swept it.
Whoa!
100%.
Super quick flash. That is
Flash.
Well done,
Crazy.
sir.
Next up, a bumper sticker a nudist would have.
Yes.
They're both
So good.
They are really good. That's weird.
I love the winky face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my favorite. That's my.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
pretty
wow.
That
good.
was close.
Okay, I'm bored.
Yeah, I like the winky face too.
Next on deck, what a weird sheep thinks when it's getting shorn.
Weird sheep.
Weird sheep.
It's voting time.
I like them both so much for very different reasons.
Right.
But
I was
Those are the
literally
hardest ones.
I just like closed my eyes and tapped and let my finger. Oh,
That's
okay. Well,
right.
sorry.
That's right.
Wow. All right.
Damn.
I was literally called a sheeple today for calling out multi-level marketing pyramid schemes, and that
Wow.
people who do that are sheeple.
Oh.
Okay, that's
Yeah. I'm in an echo chamber.
and you're living in opposite world apparently, but
Yeah.
Ah, this is good.
I love this.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Some of the audience like it.
Yeah.
I munch with my fangs.
That was better.
Yeah, that was
I
really
would
good.
vote it.
That was really good. Good job, Risky.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
the
you.
end of round 1. Let's take a look at the scores.
it's got to be Daniel, right? With his super.
Super quick
I
flash.
think there were 2. Yeah, there were. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Oh, there's a lot of. Oh,
Taking it.
Round 2 is straight ahead.
Nice.
And that means all points are doubled.
yeah, I didn't even notice where I am on the
No, I
list. I just was looking at the top, and I was not up there at all. So.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, right.
Oh, right answers. Oh, I guess I should do that.
Yeah, exactly.
How am I first? Thank you, Blythe. I feel less alone.
I'm here for you.
I'm excited that I didn't have enough room to write my whole name, so now I sound French.
Darth Biscuit.
Biscuit.
I'm very fancy.
Darth Biscotti.
You know, I am Italian, so Darth Biscotti would be more accurate.
Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything.
Use a
I don't
safety
feel really
what?
good about my answers.
There's a button below that you can click for safety quip if you can't think of anything, and it'll just put something in, and it will not win. So I would not recommend doing it.
yeah.
But if you're really
It's like
stumped,
truth.
it's
Have
better
you
than
ever played
nothing.
Cards Against Humanity with the Lando
That
Calrissian?
Satan's intern
Oh, God.
is host.
He's actually won before.
Okay, everybody.
So good.
The poker thing.
Poker thing.
I like that a lot.
Rainbow.
Oh.
Ouch.
Good job,
The audience gave you some though.
I feel like
Yeah.
this is a good place. This needs to be in the good place.
Yes, yeah.
I knew myself.
Next in the hopper,
Like
something
jammed
you don't want to
photocopiers.
see
Oh,
in
God.
the found box.
Ugh.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both so good.
They really are.
I don't know what to vote for. They're both so
Jesus.
good.
Why are you guys making it so hard on me?
Look, we know the bees are just trying to find a new place to be. It's not their fault.
To be. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's
Oh, but the
That was
audience
well
chose-
split.
Yeah.
I
chose
said that, but
Lemansky.
I actually would like to find some more bees in a
I
lot
was gonna say, yeah, I am
Imagine
like,
that.
good, yeah.
free
Are they-
bees.
Are
Right.
they doing that wiggle dance?
Yeah.
oh no.
EX. Okay,
That's-
that's
Great.
beautiful.
Wow. One of those things was just triggering for me, so I didn't vote for it.
Me too. I know. I didn't want to
That
face.
one's also
I didn't
clever.
want to face the music.
Yeah.
We know it's true though.
We can pretend it's not true.
Next, forget hamster balls.
Modern hamsters roll around in hamster.
Hamster blank.
Segways are good too, though.
Yeah.
But those are their.
Real cute.
I'm kind of surprised surprised there hasn't been a TikTok where somebody made a little segue for their hamster.
Yeah, I like hamster segues.
Yeah,
That was a hard one. That was a hard one.
No, segue was good.
Well, I think the visual is so cute.
It is so cute.
Yeah. Mine was just topical.
I was just picturing a little like business hamster, like going.
Oh yeah.
Oh, both of those are terrible.
Yeah. Accurate.
Can we just say yes?
Yeah, exactly. That's when you close your eyes and just like, oh shit! Ah. Oh, I guess I didn't click it in time because my vote didn't get registered.
Shouldn't have closed your eyes.
I shouldn't have. I probably hit nothing. So.
Up next,
it's fine.
A rejected title for Hitler's book.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
It's dark up in here.
Put in your vote.
Those are great.
Oh god.
Yep, that was easy.
Wow.
Those are great.
I just watched Jojo Rabbit, and I'm super into it. I love everything Taika Waititi does, but my favorite part was that he was like, somebody asked him like, "Oh, you were gonna play Hitler? Did you research the part?" And he was like, "No. Why would I research the part? He's an asshole."
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet, but I really want to, and I also love Taika Waititi.
He's
Me
so good.
too.
Yeah, he's great.
Finally fill out the.
Oh. I know what I would vote for.
Okay.
And it's
Oh my
not mine.
gosh.
If it had been Ticker Tape Worm Parade,
Oh, that's so good.
So good.
Wow.
That would have been so good.
Punching up those jokes.
But Colin Fetty is pretty.
That's
amazing.
I
that deserved it.
Solid. I think that's a super.
I get one.
It should be.
Well, bam.
Kablams!
Quiplash.
Darth Biscuit. You're on a roll. You've had the super whatevers both games. I'm drunk. It's fine. Oh,
So Smash.
that's
Is that Aquafina?
I'm drunker than I thought I was because that is not even spelled correctly. So please both are smashed because that's so much better than Awake-wa.
Cheers.
I voted for it.
I'm empty. Like so. Hey, thanks, Darth Biscuit.
What was it supposed to be?
Just awake. Just awake.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a morning drink and we're
Right.
all.
I get
Aquafina's
it.
first stage name.
Oh my gosh.
Awake, Wafina.
Oh no.
Nice, Rissy. Pulling ahead.
Front.
I like a good solid lead too.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Please don't be an acro lash,
Everyone
please.
pick a name at the same prompt this time.
Come on.
They usually don't do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Complete
There
this
is a
word
God.
fast.
Is there?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Fuck, I have no idea.
Wow, I am
Yeah, this is not good.
I think we're not sports people, most of us. So.
Yeah.
yeah, I just made some words and stuck ball on the end of it.
It's all ball.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was great.
This is like the worst group of people to give a sports prompt.
What are sports exactly?
Yeah.
What is the sports?
Oh.
Yeah, I know exactly. A bunch of like scientists and artists. I feel like we're not sportsy people generally.
But I respect full contact anal slamming.
I mean,
full contact anal slamming.
Where will we want play?
slimy, whimy.
Okay, let's see.
think a curling slime is a monster from Dungeons and Dragons.
It's also in Stardew Valley.
Ah, yes, it totally is.
Farm slimes in Stardew Valley. That's what I've been doing with quarantine. I'm now a millionaire in Stardew Valley.
Oh, nice.
I love fighting the slimes in Stardew Valley. It's one of the few, like, yeah, it's like a combat game where I really feel like I'm equipped to do it. You know, like, this is a foe I can fight.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Oh, damn, Blythe.
I went for the nerd vote. I went for the nerd vote.
It's over. Let's see the final scores.
Well, it worked out for you, so.
Not well enough to win it, though. I was too low. Missy!
Missy's
Nice,
the winner.
nice, nice.
Well done, well done.
Good job.
Daniel.
That was pretty great.
The Honda COVID.
Yeah.
I hear they get great gas mileage because
Yeah,
you don't leave your house, so you don't drive them anywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you save a lot on gas.
Good God, y'all.
Plus that big mask over the grill.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah. Complete opposite of the car the nudists drive.
Yeah.
We gonna play some Drawful tonight?
Hopefully.
I don't know what the plan is, so I'm up for whatever.
I don't know, but I will BRB.
I
No.
will also be RB. Oh, sorry, kitty. Oh, God damn it. Ignore my pajama pants. Kitty, don't you eat my headphones.
You know she will. That's what she does. Oh.
Well, everybody's gone, so we have to like keep the names going.
Yeah, everyone should go support Julianna's Patreon because I did literally while I was waiting to be added to this. So you should too. That's my challenge, audience.
Thank you so much. Where can we support you, Damsels of Dorkington?
Oh, we also have a Patreon, but ours is less exciting. Don't do it. Like, don't do it. Just follow us on YouTube and shit.
Hey,
What?
I'll just pretend we're on mute from the whole audience right now, but like that's not how you do that.
Oh, weird. Oh,
You're supposed to,
shit.
Ask them for money. Like,
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. I feel like the weird things, I feel like Sarah Donner's bands, like they're too wholesome for what we do.
And they're all like really nice and stuff, and it's weird.
Yeah. Like
They are
they're
all
great.
really
We
nice.
won't say this on the air. We won't say it on the air.
Yeah.
No, yes, I'm
Yeah.
glad that nobody can hear what's going on right now.
100%.
Just a fair warning for people who are patrons of my monthly online shows. I drop F-bombs all the time on my monthly online shows.
That's why we backed.
Not as wholesome. Not as wholesome as it may appear.
Yeah, neither are we.
Patently stupid. No, but you're wholesome.
We don't appear very wholesome. I assure
Oh,
you, we're
right.
less wholesome.
You're on brand, and I'm into it.
It's still up here, and we're normally down here.
I mean, not since we've been social distancing, but you know.
I've gotten even less wholesome since social distancing started.
Natalie,
Yeah.
did you see me show off my mason bee house earlier?
No, I think I missed that.
I made it out of a cigar box.
Oh, cool. I love it.
I got a cigar box for $1 at like a scrap store.
I love
A bunch
cigar
of
boxes.
recycled paper tubes in there.
Nice.
It's gonna go in my pollinator garden.
Oh, that's so neat.
I used to have one of those where I used to live when I had a yard, but not anymore.
I have finished. I've spent my quarantine building a very big garden fence, and I have a very ambitious vegetable garden coming.
I need
But
to
I've
work
had a
on
pollinator
that.
garden for like 3 years, so
Yeah.
That's
trying to
awesome.
put more mason bee houses out to attract them.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah,
a
you-
mason bee or carpenter bee? What's a mason bee?
Mason bees are also like solitary bees. I mean, Natalie would know way more than I do.
We didn't talk about
solitary bees who like hang out and there are a ton of them. I'm in central North Carolina and they're all over the place. So they love to like lay eggs in tiny little tubes, and you'll see like little bee hotels for solitary bees, which are just tubes of paper.
Everybody, please make sure you're sharing the outlets. Other people need to plug in their laptops to write their screenplays.
Nice.
How did they know I'm writing a screenplay?
Who is it?
I have to admit, I had one of those boxes at one point in my garden for attracting the mason bees, and a spider moved in, and then the bees after that were not so interested.
Oh no!
So you gotta be careful about tenant management, I think, as a landlord.
You didn't do the proper background checks, apparently.
Yep.
So, yeah. Next time.
Order something, and birds defy all human
Middle of
rules
summer,
because they
I
are
come
the
out.
kings of the sky.
Yeah.
In the middle of summer, I come out of my front door where my pollinator garden is, and I just hear like a hum of all the bees. It makes me so happy.
Oh, I
That's
love
so
that.
cool.
I always joke that my garden, when I have one, which right now I'm sort of between gardens, as it were, is typically entirely planned out based on the kind of insects I want to attract. So the flowers themselves aren't really the decoration. The flowers are just sort of a means to an end. The real decoration is the bees and butterflies that I want
Yes.
to come.
Yeah, that was what mine. It was like pollinators, but also monarchs, because monarchs came through Kansas City, where I was. So yeah, it was and I would get. I mean, I would see the caterpillars. I would see the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love monarchs.
They're pretty cool.
I was too busy to talk about.
Now I live in a condo with no yard, so.
Yeah, LA it's a little harder. I have a patio. So right now I'm tending aphids, so to speak.
Oh.
Not on purpose. The aphids just moved in, and I haven't been able to convince them to leave. This is where I could use ladybugs.
I was gonna say I hear ladybug.
But none of no. I think that the ladybugs just haven't found their way to my second floor balcony, where the aphids had no trouble doing that. So yeah, if I could find ladybugs, I might like attempt to bring them in. But of course, now I'm in quarantine in a different state, so the aphids are having their field day on my garden.
Yeah,
they win this round.
It's it probably won't be warm enough here in northern Alberta to plant for a bit.
Oh yeah.
But
is this everybody?
Yeah, I'm the VIP. Do we want to let other people in before we?
No, this one requires you to be able to speak. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
For the baby who can't handle real coffee.
Yes, I'm the baby.
I've never played this, so.
This is it's a.
You have
come up with an invention and you have to pitch it. So you have to be able to actually like talk about it.
It's a presentation you need to.
Yeah, this is when we tested out.
All right.
We researched. We
did
research and development.
We did some market research.
All right. So
market.
I will click everybody's in if everyone is okay with that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Everybody's in.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh, I've stayed at this place.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name is Toby, and this is my ex-wife,
Lena. And together, we are about to change your lives.
That's right, Lena. Believe it or not, I'm looking at 7 lucky people who will be bathing in champagne and brushing their teeth with diamonds.
Great.
Ooh.
So now that the doors are securely locked, let's get down to brass tacks. How are we going to make you rich?
Simple, by unlocking your potential. The potential to invent. And as Lena said, the doors are securely locked. Kicking them can only injure you.
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
That's right, Lena. And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do something we call market research.
On your device, you're going to receive 2 fill-in-the-blank prompts. Type in anything at all.
And voila, you've created a problem.
Now your created problems get sent to the other attendees to inspire
Oh,
their
boy.
creative masterpieces.
So let's get to it.
All right. Ooh.
Well, that was easy. She's so proud of herself.
We're halfway there. Quit dawdling. Time's almost up.
Is that Natalie?
Wow. No
I'm
pressure.
sorry.
She got in there. She's all good.
It's gonna be great though.
Come on.
Being slow. I just have so many
Now
problems to
realize
solve.
You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply
Wow.
pick the one you want
Okay.
to solve.
Ooh.
Hey. Oh. Okay. Who's so sad?
We're halfway home.
So sad we heard that over here.
Yeah.
They're chewing faces
Fantastic.
next to
Now
Michael.
it's time to solve that problem.
That's
Oh,
right.
no.
This is the pivotal moment where you bring your designs to life using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
And don't forget to spice it up with a little color.
Hmm.
I have to draw? I can't draw.
Oh God.
Okay.
Ooh, color. All right.
We're halfway home.
Oh my god, this is the worst thing I've ever drawn in my
Oh
life.
boy, this is not going to be pretty, you guys.
No.
It's
Same.
I don't draw at all. So fabulous.
Oh
I've
no.
become Death Destroyer of Worlds.
It's occurring to me there might be a little lag on my screen. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Alrighty
what?
then.
Naturals.
I was just
I
gonna say
didn't
that.
submit.
So now let's bring
Shit.
it all
Oh
home.
my
Give it a
God.
title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that would make Thomas Edison climb out of his grave and shake your hand.
Let's go.
I don't even know if it submitted my actual drawing or not because I didn't hit submit.
I hope it did. I don't think I hit submit either. I was really working right up into the end for perfection.
Oh, my title is to,
This kitten is. This kitten is probably.
all right, I'm gonna do some text speak to make this fit in the number of letters we are allowed.
Don't chew on my earbuds. No.
God, you take away all the fun.
What
No.
have I done?
We're halfway
What have I
home.
done?
Mine's really funny. It's gonna be funny. I think I got a Rissy prompt.
I'm not sure
Not to rush
who
you,
made
but
a
the
prompt,
clock's
but it seems
a-ticking.
like it was made for me.
Great. Now, each of you will present your creation with our amazing presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly. Now, let's see those inventions.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. That's me.
Oh.
So the problem is that my biggest fear is bees, which is I hear a common problem. You know, they're scary, they sting, occasionally right in the face. But I think
I hear that's the worst place.
I've thought about this a lot, and I think I have the perfect solution for the modern world. So we can all get over our fear and learn to love bees, as we should. So I present to you my new invention, tiny tutus for bees.
Oh my god.
You know, this invention was based on a simple philosophy. Nothing in a tutu can be scary.
Be scary.
And so I think, you know, you take a scary bee with a stinger and, you know, tiny wings, 6 legs, weird eyes. And, you know, I understand it's kind of an alien creature and maybe it looks a little bit scary, but picture it, a tiny, tiny tutu. And you have to admit, when you see that, do you think, oh, scary, run away? Or do you think, how adorable, a tiny animal in a tiny tutu? It comes in one size, or maybe multiple sizes, you know, for bees of different sizes. We have tiny tutus, we have extremely tiny tutus, and no one can ever be scared of bees again.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Amazing.
It's great. Oh, great. I get to follow that up. Awesome. Fucking great. All right, fine. So, have you ever had the problem where, you know, you're just trying to have a relaxing day, but you can't relax because you have ants in your pants? So, what are you gonna do to get rid of those ants in your pants? Well, probably what you need is a Bowser in your trouser.
Jesus God.
So, you need a villain who's gonna come along and help get rid of those ants for you by taking
I
care
almost
of them.
spit out my wine.
Yeah, it's a Bowser in your trouser. It's a lizard for your lizard. Doesn't apply to most people in this audience, but you know, or at least the immediate playing along. But you know, yeah. When you have those pesky ants in your pants and you need to get rid of them, just call in a friend. A Bowser in your trouser. There we go. All right, that's all I got.
Scotty, I love it.
Okay. Present for me. What does that happen?
I think
Don't do it.
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
Oh, I don't know what I clicked.
His
Oh
work.
no, did I
Hey,
click?
Toby.
Yep.
Looks like you have a
Oh
problem.
no.
I sure do, Lena. I just wish I could live like this.
That's a
Fall
doozy.
off the rails
Well,
now.
have I got
Just
just
talk
the
over
thing
them,
for
'cause that
you.
will,
It's just a little
yeah.
thing called.
Oh yeah, that sounds great, but what does it look like?
Glad you asked. Take a look at this.
Picasso
Oh,
couldn't
my
have drawn it
intense
better
artistic
himself.
skills
But Lena,
right here.
don't forget about
I love
this in
it.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
It's pretty great.
Unless
Beautiful.
it has
That is pretty
Covered in
good.
the blood of your
Tagline.
village's virgin.
Not
Oh, that
Oh.
makes sense,
easily
yeah.
influenced
An extra
friend.
feature.
Soon every billboard will read this.
Very nice.
Vikings are naturally baritones, but the blood of virgins from your village helps you to elevate your voice to a higher range, expand your range, at least 2.5 octaves, guaranteed.
I love that.
Good clap.
Oh, wow.
All right, so we all have that problem. We're constantly running from zombies. And as you all know, we're nerds. We don't work out. Cardio is too much. We don't want to keep doing it. We're not prepared for it. It's just not fair. So I've come up with a solution. It's the anti-zombie umbrella. It's for the lazy nerd. We're tired of running. We want a device that will just kill the zombies for us, or at least keep them away from us. So, here's what it looks like, only I didn't finish it because I'm dumb and don't know how numbers work. So, you've got a harness, and it goes up, and you have a big old umbrella, and it has swords and knives at all sides. You can equip those hangy downy things with whatever you want. You like bayonets, go for it. You like swords, done. Knives, whatever you want. So this anti-zombie umbrella, it keeps the undead at bay, and you can go about your life. You don't have to worry about zombies anymore. You're welcome, lazy.
I feel like I could use this right now at the grocery store.
So true.
Exactly.
This is the
To
best episode
enforce
of
the
Shark
6
Tank
foot.
I've ever seen.
Oh, wait. Hold on. It's my turn. Ah! No, I want to present my own. I will present.
That's not mine, but I wish it was.
Oh, what? Okay. Do you hate to eat dicks?
No.
No.
I mean,
Okay,
kinda,
well,
yeah.
Not really.
Okay, I do. What do we all love to eat? Bread. I'd like to present to you the Boner Baguette. Now, we all love to dip our bread into oil and into our mouth. And wouldn't it just be great? Like, if you had to eat dick, well, why not eat bread at the same time? It's a carb kind of sheath that you can take nibbles of and stick it in the oil, but also in your mouth. So you can get pleasure with your carbs, and you can also pleasure your partner at the same time. So like I like to say, cover it with carbs.
Oh my god.
It's delicious. It's like way better, it's way better than the macaroni grill. So that is
I mean, what is it? That dick has problems.
Many problems.
Okay.
Oh no!
Wow.
That's a lovely follow-up to the previous prompt.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Have you ever needed a way to get out of your marriage?
yes.
Let me present the idea of continuous farts.
I'm listening.
So
Why are you
someone
looking at me?
just doesn't want to stop being around you, loves you no matter what, wants to be close to you. One way to get them to maybe give you a little space is continuous farts. This is my idea.
Oh, wow.
See how with the continuous farts, your spouse has to give you a little space.
Oh
Aw.
Marriage is a guess. That's it. That's all I got. I'm done.
Wow.
Oh boy.
This is a little real, I feel like, for you.
Okay, here we go.
Poop poppers.
So, sometimes we all have this problem where our friends think we poop too much, and I decided that it was time to step outside of the box. Instead of making you poop less, I make your friends love your poop even more with poo poppers. Our special patented poo popper formula comes in handy pill form that you put into your well-drawn mouth hole, as shown here in this diagram. It goes into your intestines and into your poop. When your poop comes out, the fumes entice your friends and it affects their brains so that they think your poop is the best thing ever and that only more of it will suffice. So they'll never tell you to stop pooping or that you poop too much. That's right, it's poo poppers, the club drug that makes your friends love your poop.
Great job, everyone. Now, each of you has been given some money tokens.
Oh no.
Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on. And those of you in the audience get a chip to invest too.
Now let's make some money.
Oh, so good.
They're so good.
I mean,
Oh no, it's so hard.
Wow.
Damn, that was difficult.
Being an investor is hard.
I hate this. I hate
It's so
it.
hard being a venture capitalist, you guys.
Yeah.
that's why we don't do it.
Yeah. Also,
Why
we
stick
don't
on my
we don't have money to
There's also
That's
to other people. Yeah.
We're all in science or the arts. So
Yeah, exactly. So
Right?
we're all poor as shit, is what that means.
I'm a project
Gonna move
manager.
on. Time's almost up.
Yeah, you're probably the.
Yeah,
You're still
probably
in-
the best off here.
You're still in the arts,
I'm
though.
still in
Great.
entertainment.
Now let's
yeah.
see
Yeah.
which inventions got people excited.
You'll need to acquire $1,200 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash.
Let's see how you did.
That's
Damn!
Nice.
It was solid.
Yeah, that was really solid.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
the illustration did it.
So sad.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, well.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Who doesn't want
yeah.
tutus for
Yeah.
bees?
Tiny.
literally no one.
Everybody wants that.
Yeah.
Close, but
Oh.
Yes.
I have one I can use myself.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, so
That was close.
I loved it.
I know. I like that one a lot.
Ooh, a
Oh, no! I'm bad at investing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie.
I'm the worst at creating inventions.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem.
Ooh.
Dun, dun,
Do I have to
dun.
draw again?
We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck. And the honor of choosing that final problem goes to you. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Haha. No pressure. No pressure.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Pick a good one.
Yup.
That's half your time.
Fuck it up.
So much pressure.
Good choice. Okay.
That is a
no
horrible
problem.
that's a
Ah,
Mm.
that is a
That's
good one.
bad.
Let's draw.
okay.
Oh, what have I drawn? Okay.
We're halfway there.
Only a few seconds left to draw. Okay, time for titles and taglines.
Do you have to do a whole presentation on this one too?
Okay, you should be halfway done.
God.
That was close.
All right, this is your last chance.
Mine was too long and I had to
so
find a way to
hold
shorten
anything
it.
back.
Yeah, that's what I had to do the first time.
Right. Oh gosh, okay. Cheese just doesn't satisfy me anymore. You know what works? If you don't like cheese anymore, which is the world's perfect food, is to try something that is trying to be cheese, but isn't quite cheese. So my invention is vegan cheese. And vegan cheese, like, kind of looks like cheese sometimes. It's wobbly, it's jiggly. But it doesn't quite hit the spot the way that cheese does. You know, there's not the right kind of saltiness, and the texture is all off. So I think if you become a vegan for like a week or so, and you're just subsisting on like oily but doesn't even melt, even though it's super oily, vegan cheese will make you appreciate it.
I love that.
Clap, clap, clap.
True.
Huh.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. So cheese doesn't satisfy you anymore? Well, you were making people sad, you were making pizza sad. This is the saddest pizza in all the land.
No.
This But there's a chance for you to redeem yourself. This is the pizza jacket. It's the saddest pizza jacket in the land. It's really more of a guilt, shame-based invention. Use your pizza jacket and put some more cheese on it, because a cheesy pizza is a happy pizza. And that's my presentation.
That was real great. That was really
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Real good.
That's great.
Real good.
Ooh, all right. Have you ever had that problem that I don't think anybody has ever had, but maybe you have, where cheese just doesn't satisfy you anymore? What you need is a little cheese and smackers. So what that is just you need to take your face and you need to smack it against, or your hand and smack it against your own face, because like seriously, cheese is amazing, and you should probably seek professional help. There we go. That's,
So here's the problem, guys. Cheese just doesn't satisfy me anymore. It probably doesn't satisfy you anymore. Cheese is an experience, and as we all know, experiences, you can get overloaded, you can get tired, you can get bored, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. So I've created the perfect solution for when cheese no longer satisfies you, and it is the cheese dong. That's right. Cheese in one hole doesn't satisfy you anymore? No problem. Put cheese in 2 holes. That's right. And you can pick which hole. It doesn't matter. This is for the boys too. It's a dong.
Oh,
oh God.
That's right. Yes, it's a little Swiss cheesy, of course. But that's like ribbed for your pleasure. No problem. You can get a partner to help you out while you can eat the cheese while you eat the cheese. Here's the thing, guys. Satisfying your cravings while satisfying your cravings. Now, single player mode. Did you notice there's a big old suction cup down there? Don't have a partner? That's okay. You don't need one. Slap that baby on wherever it'll stick. You're welcome.
Okay, bravo.
I love it. I love it.
Bravo.
I love it.
Bravo. Okay. So it's a really weird problem to have, but cheese just doesn't satisfy me anymore, and maybe it doesn't satisfy you anymore. Hold on, where's the camera? The thing that I have come up with to solve this problem is put drugs in your cheese. Like, the only way that cheese could be better is if there was drugs in that shit. So oh wait, I didn't share the title. Amphetamines.
Oh wow.
We're gonna put amphetamines in your cheese, and drugs are Gouda. I'm done.
Oh wow.
I think you're done, man. I think you're done.
I was moving a little out of order. It's fine. Yeah, I have kittens all over me.
So this is never a problem I've personally had, but I hear that, you know, maybe other people have had this problem where cheese used to be the greatest thing in the world, but cheese just isn't satisfying them like it once did. But never worry, because I have a solution and the world can be beautiful again. You just have to, you know, cheese is delicious, but is it cute? I don't think so, but it can be, because you can put a cat face on your cheese. And everyone knows that cats obviously are the cutest thing in the world. Bees are a close second, you know. And cheese is the most delicious thing in the world. So what do you have? When you have the tastiest thing and the cutest thing, when you put them together in one package, you have the greatest thing that could possibly exist.
Yeah.
Cheese, but with a cat face. I know some of you are thinking, you know, cats are cute, but I wouldn't want to eat a cat. That's just weird. It's like those baby shower cakes shaped like a real baby, and it's creepily realistic, and you think, oh, that's adorable, until it comes time to cut the cake, and then you're like, who wants to cut into this baby? It's just poorly thought out and stuff. But rest assured, this is nothing like that. This is cute and delightful, and it's cute and definitely not weird. Cheese with a cat face.
You ever had a problem with cheese not satisfying you anymore? Well, unfortunately, there's only one option. And no, it's not suicide. It's vegan in a can! That's right. We've got a special Rissy Corp patented system where we take our special pills and put them right up your butt. It comes in suppository form. That's right, you don't have to worry about veganism going any place but into the shits. And then what happens is that you are transformed into someone who would actually want to eat fucking vegan food by the magic power of our pills. So that when you put plants, and I mean you could just fucking take branches and shit like a goddamn giraffe, put them directly into your mouth and have a smile instead of eating cheese, which used to be the only thing that made you smile. That's right, vegan in a can. Up in your pants so that you can eat plants. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
a good
beautiful.
one.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
Oh, this is so good.
I like that we all agree that cheese is the best thing, and so none of us
no question.
personally
Like,
had this
but are we not
problem, but
Raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest,
Ooh.
but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck.
Ooh.
So stressful.
Oh, wow.
This is hard.
So many good inventions.
Yeah, ooh, $800 this
Wow.
time.
Oh, man. Huh. Yeah.
I try to do
That was
quickly
hard.
so I
That
don't
was
think
really
about it
hard.
too much.
We should all eat some cheese together after this.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, I have so much cheese in my fridge, you don't even know.
Ooh, a swing and
Oh,
a miss.
So close.
Close.
It looks like
We know the
bacon.
truth.
With that.
So
Yeah, I
sad.
didn't see that going very. There.
Sorry, Charlie.
Nobody wants my beautiful suppositories.
Yeah, weird, right?
The cheese dong. But the cheese dong.
Maybe next time.
Oh, I voted for that.
That was also really good.
It was so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely deserved it.
yeah.
Just the
Just
name
for-
alone.
I was gonna say the puns alone were
Yes.
yeah.
Amazing.
And cheese with catfish.
Yeah, cheese cat.
Oh shit!
Oh damn.
That's it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very well done.
M's cheddar memes.
Amp cheddar me.
That was amazing.
Guns are
So
Gouda.
good.
I think Amp cheddar means took it tonight.
And all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
But thanks for making us rich.
See ya.
So we're gonna do one last game. We're gonna do Drawful because I don't like to just stop. I like to have a we're gonna stop kind of a thing. So we're gonna do Drawful and then we're gonna call it a night.
Sure. So,
Okay,
should we
sounds
take a moment to be like, thank you so much?
Yes.
Anyone
Thank
who's
you
still
so much
watching,
if you're
I don't
still
even know because
watching
I'm not
and
on
in
my
the
phone
audience.
anymore. But thank you so much, lovely folks, for coming out.
Thank you to Julianna Finch.
Oh my gosh, she's so good. I love her. Don't
you.
tell her. I
She's
said
Oh my
that.
god.
Yeah.
Thank you to Dr. Lemansky.
Dr. Lemansky.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she's so cool. Don't tell her I said that.
I love bees.
Thank you.
Thank you to Daniel Naruda for making all of this shit work.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yes,
he's
thank
so
you.
cool. Tell him I said that.
Yes. I feel like he should know. We should all tell him that we think that
Yes.
he is the best.
Thank you, Amanda Bonner.
Yeah,
Thank you, Live Renee. Thank you, Rissy, last name, whatever it is.
Hello.
P-lot.
Hello, bitch. It's
I know,
hello.
I know, but it's funnier to say P-lot because that's not how
it
you
is
say
funnier.
It's never on the handles of things, so I don't know.
It's true.
Rissy is just who I am, much more so than otherwise.
Yeah, actually, I never knew your last name.
There.
She's like Madonna or Cher.
Mostly a machine. There we go.
All right, so we're gonna play some Drawful. I have so many kittens behind me right now. They just like keep getting back there.
Aww.
I love it. Can I adopt that one too?
Sure, you can adopt this one as well.
Yes, I'll take them both.
And also this one.
Oh, listen to that sweet
Baby.
Okay, I'll take them all. You've convinced me.
Okay, I have the everybody's in dinger dinger, but I need to.
Oh, you made your pizza jacket.
Hold on, let me check. No.
I don't know why. I just wanted to draw like a Mrs. Pac-Man.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Amanda's a bee in a tutu, very nice.
I went for a bee in a tutu because
I was really hoping.
Ah, 2 bees and 2 tutus.
Oh, no.
Ah.
We
Natalie, I was really hoping that you were gonna do cheese in a tutu.
What about a bee with a cat face?
We have so many bees and tutus.
A bee with a cat face would probably be the cutest thing ever, yeah.
Right?
Right? It would be fuzzy, it would have a cat face and little wings.
I'm kind of surprised the internet hasn't made it happen yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of time now that we've said
Yeah.
it.
Wait,
We put it out
does
there.
Anybody here remember that fucking 80s cartoon, The Shirt Tails? Where they were like animals smushed into
Yes.
other animals? There was a guy named...
DuckTales? I think you're thinking of DuckTales.
No, it's called
Shirt
Shirt Tails.
No.
Shirt tails?
Yes.
Shirt
Shirt
Tails.
Tails. Ooh.
Or maybe it was a different one. Anyway, there wasn't... Yes! Yeah, that's the what the
That's
Wuzzles.
like the voice of God. Short Tails is real.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, it was
Daniel
that
has
one.
spoken.
Yeah, that one, the Wuzzles, and there was a dude named Bumble Lion, and he was part lion and part bee.
Oh, yes!
I remember
know
that.
Bumble
Oh my gosh, I
Lion.
remember that. You're blowing up my mind. Oh
Where did this come from?
my gosh, Jules, that's amazing.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh wow!
Mm.
Holy
Very hard
shit!
to write on this.
I think
That's
that's
a-
right?
Wow, damn, that's good.
I love it.
Well, hello there. This is Roseful. Wow, 8 players? I'm not even sure I know 8 people. I'm gonna get this thing started.
That's because you're in quarantine, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 8 people in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Hard to draw.
It's
Like
tough.
Greek chorus or recumbent bite. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title. And when you're done, hit send. You'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, have fun. If you're still watching, wishing you could somehow play along, you can still join the audience by going to jackbox.tv and entering this room code. Oh!
Yeah, we're just gonna go with that.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Well,
Yeah,
my-
me too.
My screen is doing a weird thing where I can't see what I've drawn until I switch to the other color.
I've
So,
had
like
that problem
it's a
before.
weird, yeah, it's a weird like glitchy.
Oh, no.
So
Oh wow,
this
that
is-
sounds
it's just-
terrible.
yeah, so it's like an extra challenge on top of the like I just have to either switch back and forth or try to remember where I drew something. So
It probably knows that you're one of the 2 doctors who are playing this game, and you need a little
Handicap.
Challenge.
because doctors are known for their artistic skills generally. I mean, no,
And their
it's fine.
handwriting.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Haha.
their penmanship.
30-second warning.
Uh,
You don't
Can we talk about
Let's take a
Daniel's
peek at your drawings.
illustration of himself? Because I love it.
Yeah.
So good.
It's just like a server. It's like a
Now, take a
yeah.
wild guess at what the prominent title could be.
Oh. Okay.
treasure.
Oh no. Okay.
Why am I not giving?
All right.
Oh. Quick, type in anything.
All right, I'm just going super literal with this.
Yeah.
Long cat paws freaking me out.
Oh my.
Here are your choices. Which of these titles do you think really inspired this drawing?
Oh. Ooh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
I gotta give props for this one. I don't know if it's right, but I know that I want it to be.
Yes! Yes!
Hi,
Nice.
Lan.
Really
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's
That is
excellent.
very good work.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
get all the
Holy
points
crap.
for that drawing.
I could
That's
not have done
great.
that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You just
Yeah.
won this game.
Yeah. I know exactly. I feel like the points you have just right now, none of us will be able to beat.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to do
Type in
that.
a
The
convincing
deserted
title.
Thailand was funny.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't even know. I just don't even know.
Serious. Time is up.
I'm just like stream of consciousness at this point.
Okay.
Mhm.
Here are your choices. Oh.
And it's one of
Pick
these.
an answer. And here are your picks.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, I can't hit the mute button fast enough.
That was a good one. That's also good.
Wow.
what? Air. Hair minus the H?
Hair
Yeah, oh
minus
my
the
god.
Man, that was really,
I guessed it.
really brilliant.
Hair.
I was gonna say, apparently Natalie picked it because it wouldn't let you. I assume it wouldn't let you write the
It
exact
wouldn't.
same thing. Yeah. So you just said air question mark.
Question mark?
Yeah.
That's why I voted for it.
Do another
Yeah,
Ooh.
excellent.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
God.
This is fun.
This is terrifying.
So sorry.
Was this from Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Bam. I love this.
Hurry up, people. Just type something in.
Hello.
Oh.
Is that a cheese dog?
And here are
I was wondering.
Oh, it's so good.
Chickenpox
I know what I. Yeah, that's so good.
Oh man, that's great.
pick anything. Okay, who picked what?
Good job, Blythe.
Thank you.
Oh,
damn.
Daniel.
Nice, Daniel.
It was so good. It was so
Damn,
good.
Daniel.
I see that, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
See, what had happened
Not a
was
chicken? That's not an AK-47.
that was supposed to be a syringe, like he's a doctor and
Yeah,
he's
okay,
holding a
yeah.
syringe. And I
see
realized
Wow.
it would have made less sense for the doctor, the
Natalie.
one with the butt.
Natalie.
Type in a title
Okay.
now.
Oh, okay.
You can
all
write
right.
words?
Well,
No,
you
you're
shouldn't,
not supposed to.
but
That's just Smoosh jumping off the piano.
Oh yeah, when she's climbing up the piano.
She likes to go on the bass notes for some reason.
Come on, typing time is almost up. And here are your choices.
Okay. I know what I'm giving my bonus points to.
your bonus
Your
points?
bonus?
My bonus. I don't know
Bonus
what
points.
my bonus points.
Bonus.
Don't show me your bonus.
And here are your picks.
Nice.
Thank you, Daniel.
That wasn't it.
No.
Damn it, Blythe.
Pretty good, though.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're not sorry at all.
You're right, I'm not.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a
It's not
laser.
a gun. The gun is power.
Oh.
I feel like a gun would be more bang bang than pew pew, right?
Bang,
Right, it's
bang.
lasers. I
Yeah,
didn't even-
laser noises, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Laser
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
Jules.
actually wrote the title and it wouldn't let me, and I
I
went with
did.
gun shoes in a last minute panic.
I didn't know I could like try to write words in there. Sorry about that. I was not trying to
I
cheat.
did like
Oh.
toy socks was.
I wrote laser boots and apparently didn't notice that it like kicked it out from me and didn't write a new one, so I didn't actually.
That's gross. I don't know what
well.
it is, but I don't like it.
I don't know how to spell this word. I have to look it up.
It's spelled Nipples.
That wasn't the one that I was looking up. It was the other word.
Here are your choices.
Oh.
Pizza.
Yes.
Pizza man.
Okay.
Dorito nipples.
Ooh.
Ow. This is insane.
I just. How can it possibly be any of these things?
Gosh, no clue. I
Yeah.
literally just
See what people
picked.
I awarded bonus likes to everyone.
Oh.
They're all good.
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't know how to spell Dorito. So it was like, is it 1 R or 2 R's? I've had too many drinks, so I can't spell anymore.
Would you know if you didn't have too many?
I'd feel more confident about my lack of knowing, maybe.
Sarah, thank you so much for giving me points on that.
Thinking along the same
I
line.
like pizza chest.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I literally
it
was
can't
thinking-
possibly be pizza chest, but I'm
But I
going
want it
pizza
to
chest
be.
because it looks like a pizza chest. Yeah.
What?
Okay, what is
What's
that?
the name?
Wait, it's the 9 nipple thing?
Oh my god.
But he looks like a Dorito or a pizza.
I don't understand.
It's a guy with 9 nipples. I drew 9.
Yep, you sure did.
Yep.
A pizza man.
Pizza man.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Oh.
We still have audience.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Choices.
Oh, I really hope it's that one.
Yeah, there's one where I'm just like, that's.
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't know.
I don't know either, and I
I have to go for this one.
I mean, I definitely went with Eyes That Steal Souls.
Oh, these are all getting likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Please.
No fucking way.
I had no idea how to fucking draw that.
How would you?
You did it. They're
How
marbles.
would
They look like marbles.
Yes.
I see it.
Marbles.
A long time to get those not to look like dollar signs.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, that's
Let's
good.
take a look at our next drawing.
Oof.
Ah.
Oh. Quick, type in anything. And are your choices.
Oh.
I super do not even know which one it is. This is so good.
That's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah. Wow.
Right? It like I feel like it could be equally as possible like any of these.
Yeah, it really could.
I just
Wow, I
literally
have no
picked-
idea.
I don't either.
Yep.
Fuck.
And then yeah, I just give votes to everybody because like I feel like they're all
Same.
they're all possible.
Everything is possible.
If you just believe.
It's really good.
Good job, Julianna.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Play-Doh.
Whoa, joke the bomb.
Wow.
I get it. I really wanted it to be Do Not Run with Snakes though.
Gold, so
Yeah.
it's not like I've ever bombed on stage.
I
or,
almost went with a
in
joke
life.
that bombs because I was like, how could you get that out of a joke with bombs? Like none of us could have gotten that.
But it must be that because
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
must be
Stage.
that.
There's a stage.
Yeah.
That's an
Yep.
audience.
Yep.
I don't know how I would
I
have
didn't
done
get.
that
I
differently.
see it now.
Yeah. I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know.
Okay.
I legit do not know.
I apparently didn't vote, but I meant to vote.
I tried to vote.
Maybe I was too late.
Type in a convincing title now.
Oh, dang.
Oh, what is going on? Oh, I know.
Sorry.
Oh. Come on. Type in
yeah.
your choices.
Wow. Okay.
Dicks out for Wonderwall.
I know.
Dicks out for Wonderwall is amazing.
But love it.
Dicks out for Wonderwall.
Performing for cheese dildos. Oh yeah, it's so good. This is also
Dicks out for Wonderwall, y'all.
Anyway.
Can I vote for that twice?
You can, yes, in a way.
Who picked what?
Oh.
It was me.
That was incredible.
Great. I know it's not right, but I'm voting for it anyway because I enjoyed it so much.
It's still right.
Oh,
it's still right.
Ah,
it was a good
I
one.
voted for you and you voted for me.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a good one. I almost went with that.
Yeah.
My next album title.
That deserved some points.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm not sad.
Really?
Skeleton.
Yeah, look, I did. It's
That's
not my
rough.
best work.
No. You didn't have a lot to work with.
It's no amphetamines.
But what is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I did it!
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, a tie.
Yeah, we were.
Ooh,
That was really solid.
Well done, well done.
Hey, that was so fun.
Hey, friends. Thank you for joining us for Quarantinapalooza tonight.
You all have a lovely week in quarantine.
Yeah, we will be back.
It's been
again
lovely.
until we're released from quarantine.
Shirt tails. Yeah, but not the wuzzle. That's not the wuzzle.
Oh, shirt
But
tail.
there were shirt tails.
Yes, now that I see that image, I do recognize it. But yeah.
But it's different from the cartoon with Bumble Lion, which was the wuzzles.
That's, you know what? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about Bumble Lion and the Wuzzles.
Can we get a picture of the wuzzles?
Were the wuzzles the ones where like it was like the koala, or was that something different?
I think it must have been like the wuzzles were all like half one animal and half another was their
Yeah.
thing. Bumble Lion was my favorite.
I like wasn't there one that was like an elephant and a kangaroo or something
Yes.
like that?
Yeah. Yeah, there was definitely one that was like half and
or Kangafant.
There were also the popples. What's the difference between wuzzles and popples?
The popples
Popples like fit into their own wombs.
Oh.
Yeah, there are vaginas that just turned in on themselves.
They look kind of like imagine if you could crawl up your own vagina and just live that way.
Yeah.
That's
Quarantine.
Imagine that every day. I imagine it every day.
When you're single in quarantine, then
What else is there to do?
yeah, exactly.
Just live in my own vagina.
Yeah, yep. Some days, there's not much else. So, sad. No.
I think I have a Bumble Lion, like a toy. It's like the head of a lion, the body of a bee.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it have shiny fabric on it? Because you say that, and in my mind, I remember some kind of like iridescent shiny
Little
thing.
wings.
Like, I mean, I'm always like drawn to the shiny things, but definitely as a kid, I was like, oh, it has shiny things. And when you said that, that's like immediately popped into my mind with some kind of like shiny iridescent stripy wing bee thing. I don't know. I might need to.
Okay, so I'm looking at pictures of wuzzles. There's like a rabbit.
It was the
horse or hippo.
noozles. Noozles are the ones that had the koala, and when they nuzzled their noses together, they came to life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wuzzles
shit.
and the noozles, which is so weird.
What about the newsies? Oh boy, somebody.
That's a different thing.
Somebody's drawn a real big beefy Bumble Lion in my search.
Oh no!
Oh, furries have gotten here.
Rule 34.
Yeah,
That's adorable.
man. Actually, that Bumble Lion is pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
Was it a line of toys? Was it a cartoon? What
It was.
was it?
Oh, right.
Daniel has things to do. I don't know.
The Wuzzles. It was a cartoon and a line of toys.
You're just trying to leave it on a place where you can end the stream on a an actual final note or something.
Bumbleian, not a sex
These
thing.
cartoons are largely fueled by cocaine.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, no question.
Possibly hallucinogens as well, because, man, that Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer.
Oh, I had so I remember, and I still have it at my parents' house for when I turned 5 years old. You know how you could buy things from the TV back then?
Oh, yeah.
I had the picture pages, Bill Cosby, Ichabod pen thing. It was on Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember. Anyways,
yeah, I remember that.
There was a Rainbow Bright record that you got from the TV, and anyways, I got that when I was 5, and I still have it, and it's one of my most cherished possessions is this
Rainbow Bright.
It's first of all, as a musician, it's well written. Second of all, the orchestration, they spent a lot of money to produce a bunch of Rainbow Bright songs. Anyways, sorry.
We've looked.
You said Rainbow Bright, and I looked up the composers, and I've tried
what
to
are they doing now?
find out what's going on with this.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Rainbow Bright movies and TV shows had songs in them too.
I was obsessed with a VHS copy called Happy Birthday with Rainbow Bright, and you were meant to play it at your birthday party. So it was one of those where she was a live action, someone in a costume, someone else really great, and she'd be like, "Hey, I'm Rainbow Bright. I hear there's a birthday. Who's the birthday kid?
Are you sure it wasn't you?
Who's having a birthday?
It's Blood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so great. And then they would cut to a little vignette of the cartoon itself, but then they would keep her, and she would sing songs and dance, and I would watch it. I was an only child, so I would watch this Happy Birthday Rainbow Bright VHS by myself for no reason. It
just on any random day.
Over again.
Yeah, I loved that video.
That's adorable.
That is amazing.
Everybody.
According to the internet, apparently Bumbleian engaged in counterfeit money production at one point. There's a Disney record and book called Bumbleian's Funny Money, and pictures from inside it show him being arrested by the police with several bags of cash.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making this shit up. It's out here.
80s were so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Such a weird time to be a kid.
It's not the Wolf of Wall Street, it's the Bumbleian of Wall Street.
Okay, in the 80s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. All right, beautiful people. We will be back here next week.
All right.
Yeah.
So
everyone,
super fun. Thank you
stay
so much.
safe.
Yeah.
Wear
Bye,
your mask.
y'all.
I hope we didn't.
Wash your hands a lot.
Right.
All the other things.
And your other parts of your body.
Yes. All your bits. Not just
Especially if you crawl up in your own vagina like a puddle.
Crawl
Wash
into your own
that.
vagina. Wash your hands. Wear
Right.
masks when you're out at the grocery store.
Right.
Let's all stay safe.
Indeed.
I'm gonna touch